and take the kill. Now with the snowball, they head over to JerAx as Ana. JerAx, they're potentially trouble the fair fire from JerAx, healing Ana up a little bit. JerAx trying to look for the body blocks. The nuke damage from Armin, not enough to kill off the PL as JerAx with the tear that gets himself out as well. But mid indeed, Somnus diving in Thompson. He's got the cold snap. The tower heading into Somnus as well, but Somnus gets the final touch, gets the kill. He has got a fair fire and stick charges as well if needed. He doesn't even need to. The tango regen enough as Somnus gets the solo kill. Whoa! He's got his sunglasses on today.
Just too much pressure coming out up top right now. It's really hurting Thompson's lane. This Bloodseeker's almost level 5 to a level 3 Invoker.
Yeah, Thompson's just really struggling with the CS too.
Yeah.
Quelling Blade and the Blood Rage is not enough. I mean, he does like the Pause Wex, but really struggling in the early phases in the game.
It's just, he's sitting at like 100 damage or more on the Bloodseeker, not even including the Quelling Blade. So Thompson walks up, actually gets caught by the Blood Right.
He does. He walks into the Blood Right. Now Somnus is just looking to chase him down as, oh no! Thompson making a huge mistake in that middle lane. Top lane, no tail will go down. Xana, they're gonna fight back, trying to chase down FY. They get the Satar Torment to blast. The Spirit Lance as well as FY will fall. OG get a trade up top. But that middle lane indeed at Thompson, it looked like he felt that he could move up the ramp out of the Blood Right in time. But it kicks in, and Somnus in that middle lane, keeping that edge once again against the Thompson Invoker, but this time on the Bloodseeker instead of that Kunkka from earlier.
I feel like I've seen this a few times where the Invokers will struggle a lot for Bloodseeker because he has very little boost. He has 0 points at Wex, and he has no boost. He's actually looking like he might be going for a kill early, so...
And that's with the Bloodseeker not even having boots yet. The Bloodseeker just has 50 movement speed over you at all times. And I don't know if Thompson can play in this lane. If they're just going to go kill him once more instantly as soon as he shows back up. And right away, he doesn't have TP.
Yeah, FY is in for the side. He's got a double damage ring as well. FY is there in underneath the tower, punching down Thompson. Thompson falls once again. JerAx comes in with the tether across. They're trying to find something to respond, but JerAx, he's in trouble. He will live. They get the kill. FY, he'll go down as well. So OG able to strike back in that mid lane with the rotation, getting the double kill for no doubt, but Nova walks in and gets the easiest kill of his life there onto JerAx. As they will find a trade Chalice as well, looking for this wraparound. He's got level 6, does have Primal Split available. CP back in from Thompson with the Primal Split ready to go. He looks towards Thompson underneath the tower. Thompson, he needs help, but he needs it now. Has he got any way of playing his way out of this one? He's only got points in Quasi Exhaust, so no escape for Thompson. As the walk around gang from Chalice with that Primal Split successful. It's even more than successful. It's brilliant. Double kill for Chalice. As he just walks over to mid as soon as he hits 6 and gets that playoff.
What a great off-lane player that is. If you try and contest that, you're going to get destroyed. So he gets level 6 when the Invoker is level 4, and it's just grueling at this point.
They're taking the tower already too, so they're going to have access into the enemy jungle. They're going to have access into OG's jungle, where Thompson is going to have to go to the jungle to try to catch back up here. He's level 4.
Oh man, a lot of weight is going to be on Seb. He's had this bottom lane, he's got good levels, and he's got decent farm too. He's top of the net worth this game, very close to having the Blink Dagger on top of the Ring of Health. But TPs are heading down. Somnus seeing if we can find the Rupture. Seb, oh, he goes to farm. That's going to give time for Somnus to close the gap, get the Rupture. He's still pretty beefy, but is he beefy enough? I don't think so. The shards are out, trapping him in. The spin though, the taunt, the Sunstrike. Seb, he gets the dunk off. The snowball save wasn't in time. And JerAx, he's in with the tether. OG, they're turning this one around. They look to run down FY. FY with the snowball. The shards already used. There's no way to escape, or maybe the Jukes. Is it enough? Oh, it is. Seb, he gets fogged. He can't get the dunk off. FY will survive.
Oh, that's his Blink Dagger right there.
But a very neat little play there from Seb, being able to hold his ground. The Sunstrike, the dunk just before FY could get that snowball save up. It almost looked like the Bloodseeker was brought into the snowball, but at the same time getting that dunk off Seb.
He's actually decided to go for the Vanguard instead.
Oh, despite having the money.
Yeah, just wanting to tank up a bit more, I guess.
I mean, as we saw in situations like that where he's getting beaten down by the Bloodseeker, it certainly will add that extra bit of time for JerAx to come in with those sort of plays.
He's still going to get that blink at a very fast time, and they're going to really need him to make plays all around the map, because we already see PL's getting outformed a bit by the Morphling. The Bloodseeker to the Invoker comparison is crazy. And Chalice has a blink already, so he's going to be the one making tons of moves around the map, and Sebastian has to match it.
This Bloodseeker certainly going to become a big issue unless Seb can come in with the plays.
And Thompson's, he's full committed on Exort for now. He is 3 points in, not having any in Wex.
Ame has to be careful there. They do have those deep wards down, and he was walking around on 1 HP. So he has to be aware of the Sunstrike potential coming from Thompson. Seb down bottom. He's getting hunted, but he's out with the TP. Back up towards the shrine. Gives him a tip on the way out as well. So it's better luck next time. As PSG LGD are now in position, though, to push down on the bottom lane. Chalice not quite got the mana for the primal split. He does now with the bottle charges, so he's ready to go, ready to fight if OG do head down bottom. But it's top lane, in fact, where Ana and JerAx are placed, and it looks like OG are unlikely to come down to here, at least before Seb has his Blink Dagger finished.
OG's not able to really set up to push towers too well. And they've got a Chen. They want to be able to take some more building advantage versus LGD's lineup, but it's LGD constantly knocking on their buildings.
And they're also under-leveled on the side of OG, really struggling. That Invoker just hit level 6, Chen's still level 4, as is the IO.
So much weight gonna be in his Axe's shoulders. Find play after play around the map to get. The thing is that that's the one thing that they can do, right? If once that Axe gets Blink Dagger, the way to get Thompson back in the game is Sunstrike kills. He has to get the last hits with that Sunstrike.
And it is really quick iron timing from Seb. 9 minutes in, he's going to have the Blink Vanguard done. So he really does have to make something happen with this. If he's unable to do something with this timing, it's going to cost the team a lot. They prioritize giving Seb that safe lane on the bottom, where he's been able to farm up 9 minutes in, Blink and Vanguard. He has to make the plays happen now.
And there's also smoke on the courier, so they can immediately go for that and see what their target is. Brewmaster looks like he's in a pretty good position to break it, just in case, but they're eyeing up maybe in the mid lane.
Top Ana, JerAx heading over, but Chalice, he's in, he's ready with the counterplay, past the primal split. Ana and JerAx in a lot of trouble as JerAx gets focused down by the primal split. They've got the snowball in onto Ana, back up his inbound. Seb, he's on the side, can he look for the play? Jumps in, gets the call, the Sunstrike down as well as Ana's back in. They get the dunk off, they'll kill off FY, but now Ana and Seb, they've got to somehow get out of it. Ame into the axe form, manages to punch down Ana. Seb's in trouble too, he looks for another call off. Can he get the spins? That's the question. JerAx comes in, he's giving him the regen and the spin to dunk. Seb gets the second, he finds the double kill as JerAx will be fine, and so will Seb. Seb gets sent back by No-Tail, and TP's back in straight away. He wants to keep this fight going. We'll see if he finds another opportunity to get another blink off. Tries to go for X-Nova, but X-Nova just out of range still. The Spirits hitting into him. They'll chase down. Do they have the damage to burst him? The Collie Blade just enough to bring him down, so he gets bursted by the Sunstrike. OG certainly showing signs of being able to utilize this axe to take the fights against PSG LGD.
Some small signs of life. Thompson, thankfully, actually like that. That dunk is great. Sure, he doesn't get the last hit, but it gives it to the Invoker. He needs to get these kills to catch back up in levels in particular. Because the gold wasn't so much that the Invoker got, but it's all about getting levels up on this hero right now.
Yeah, exactly what Seb needed to push his team back in the game. And now Invoker feels comfortable enough to go for that Midas and another death on the Morphling side too. I'm not exactly sure what he was an Axe. He was as Axe and then just got obliterated. I don't know if it like ran out by duration, but
yeah, it did look like he didn't shift back into his into Morphling in time. He just Seb caught him off guard, I guess. As we have 2,500 gold on Somnus. He hasn't quite picked anything up just yet. Maybe wanting to decide if he wants to be the one that goes for the Radiance. Because I did see Chalice queued up earlier, but I think they're kind of debating who's going to get it at a better timing versus this Phantom Lancer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Bloodseeker goes for here. Blade Mail is so-so, but I think the Axe just causing him all kinds of issues.
That's right.
They got the call off. Chalice is going to be fine though. FY's in with the snowball, buying time. As now Chalice looks to turn towards JerAx. JerAx is going to have to re-relocate back out in a second. In fact, they get the call, they get the kill. They get the dunk off onto Chalice, they get the dunk off onto the Nova.
And up top.
Oh, they're finding more maybe. JerAx, Hand of God, keeps it safe for now. Somnus is back in, finishing off the kill. But Seb jumps in, has the call. Have they got the damage? Yes, they do. Sebastian Debs up and down the map, getting these kills, making it happen with the Axie 6-0-1, utilizing that 9-minute Blink Dagger and Vanguard to perfection.
He is coming in so clutch. During all this, Thompson is just sitting in the triangle of the dire jungle, farming, while Sebastian just runs around and makes play after play after play. They bring back the relocate with that Axe top, and it seems like it catches LGD a little bit off guard.
And with this space, as you say, he's very close to the Midas, Thompson.
Yep. Level 9, Bloodseeker level 11, quite a recovery.
Yeah, I'm a little bit scared for the cores of LGD now. I mean, looks like Bloodseeker going for the Shadow Blade, potentially a Silver Edge later, but it's still going to be very tough. They kind of just have to ignore this X and hope that the Brewmaster finds him before he can get that jump.
2K lead now for OG. As we say, with that Midas on Thompson, as long as they can keep making the space for him, he's going to be able to farm at a pace that will allow him to catch back up with the cores of PSG LGD.
On OG, they have a lot of ways. With the Axe, they have so many ways. It's actually like a team fighter and also a pickoff hero. While on LGD, their team fight is pretty reliant on the Brewmaster having his ulti up. Besides that, they're just a lot about pickoffs. So OG does have a little bit of a window here with this level 13
Shadow Blade. The reveal of Insomnus. Straight in onto Anna. Anna's got the doppelganger, gets himself out of the blood right, goes for the TP away, but the snowball's there from FY. Quick uppercut to finish off Anna at the same time down bottom. They get the call, the Sunstrike. It does not look like it's nearly enough damage though to bring him down as the stick charges come out and so do the TPs. The counterplay being looked for Chalice. Trying to find Seb. Seb is going to blink up in a second and does it get off? The clap was there. Chalice able to cancel the blink but JerAx comes through. Seb trying to fight back. He's got the call. Can he get the spins off in time into the dog? The stick charges though. Keep Chalice safe. Allow him to get the sprint off at the same time in the jungle. FY and Ame, they've found No-Tail. They'll be able to pick off the Chen to the side as Ame in the Axon gets the call, controlling No-Tail. The Cyclone from Chalice throwing Seb up. But they won't look to fight into him anymore. Seb will be fine. Just No-Tail to fall there off the back of that play. But both cores again of LGD keeping themselves alive. They Chalice with the clutch stick play there as he was very close to getting burst down by the Culling Blade.
Looks like they're trying to set up on Thompson on top.
Ame going for it early, Morbid Mass so we can stay sustained in that. And also, later on, he could build onto a very useful item versus that Axe. Because you expect that the Axe is going to have a Blade Mail pretty early in this game. And Morphling very susceptible to a Blink Axe.
JerAx, that's the bait play. They get the call onto the two of them. Seb jumps in, the Sun strikes down, the stun as well, the micro play. They've got the lockdown onto both of them. Somnus falls as well. No-Tail with his army of creeps. Holding them down, getting the 2 kills.
They just can't fight into Seb right now. He's everywhere. He's at bounties, he's all around the map with the relocate, and every time they fight into him, they lose. And
that Blade Mail's getting dangerously close as well for Seb.
He can kill the Bloodseeker as well as the Morphling pretty much any time that he fights them around the map with his Blade Mail.
And they just don't have enough damage from him. Like, he's not going to be running around with Rupture, and Enchantress isn't going to be hitting him when he has a Blade Mail on. Morphling doesn't have enough items, so he's still going to be a threat for some time to come. And Brewmaster ult is a very long cooldown relative to how often Seb can initiate.
FY is going to be drawn back very, very far there. Seb blinks away as FY now surrounded as the relocate comes through. And JerAx in to pick up the kill on FY.
4K gold advantage, a 6,000 experience advantage, and this is just OG running around his 3 or 4 heroes, while Thompson is so happy now.
He's climbing back into the game.
Recovered.
He absolutely has. He's now level with the farm of Ame's Bloodseeker, and down bottom again, Seb finding the opening to make these plays happen as Somnus found out it in the jungle. Seb 7-0-4 on his Axe.
And he wants to keep going. Ame shown his face in mid. It starts to strike more. Call off the mark.
Space is there for them to push down on this tier 1 mid. TP coming in from Chalice. He's got the Primal Split available. Ame looking to kick the fight off. Waveforms forward. Chalice jumps in with the clap. Holding off on the Primal Split for now. Now lets it out. Seb tries for the call, but the Primal Split's already there. X-Nova with a wraparound. The impetus onto No-Tail. No-Tail's gone. The Cyclone sending Seb out of the fight at the moment. Up into the air. Ame in the escort tries to surround, but Seb gets the blink off. Away from Ame. The shards are down. Seb tethered up by JerAx. Seb walking back in. Tries for the call. FY goes for the snowball across towards JerAx. But now the TP. Thompson's in, looks for the combo onto Ame, but Ame's back into the Morphling, starts to attribute shift back into strength. FY uppercut on Thompson, JerAx tethers across, keeping this man alive as Anna, running himself away from Chalice. Chalice trying to find JerAx as JerAx is into the trees. We've got Seb as well, looking for Somnus, but Somnus has the damage. They're on top of JerAx. Somnus gets the triple kill, maybe even more as Anna now all alone. No-Tail's trying to come across to help him. Anna turning towards Nova. He's stuck in there with him as Anna will possibly find Nova. He does. He's going to have Doppelganger back up in a second, but the blood bright, is it there in time? It's not. Doppelganger's back up. He could jump out. Looks towards Chalice. Spirit Lines finishes Chalice off. Anna gets another. Somnus did find No-Tail, but Anna's still going. Can't stop the skill of the Doppelganger's there.
Team, it's time. Let's go. Let's freaking start this off. But here we go. Game 1. Flight to Moon against Alliance. No Demon. Fans out. Heroes to look out for. I feel like Rubik is still a very important one for Flight to Moon. Probably makes its way in. There's also like Pangolier. You've already mentioned Iceberg, his hero.
10 seconds.
Very
remaining.
potent heroes that he. What about Alliance though?
5
What are we looking
seconds
for from them?
remaining.
Techies. They played Techies
Radiant team back.
Team
Alliance's
Liquid,
turn to
and they won
ban.
that game. Okay, so there it is. Fly the Moon. They banned it out. It was position 5. Techies, FNG played it. I think if you wanna not, if you wanna be good at this meta, you also need to learn how to play Techies. This hero is insanely strong. I know people get triggered. I'm the one who also gets triggered whenever I see Techies in my games because it does not feel like Dota. Okay, you
5
walked
seconds
into a
remaining.
mines, you died, easy clap, good job. But
Radiant team
he's
back.
still there, and I think Virtus Pro is the perfect example. Zayat's Techies, the way they found out how to utilize this hero properly. Like, you can't just play one part of the map because of him. So how do you enter? Like, you need to either get some decent heroes against it, or you need to spend one ban in the first banning stage. So that's a very big advantage.
He feels so good in laning stage, like trading
10
his life
seconds
for
remaining.
your opponent's regen through multiple blast-offs. Feels really good defending
5
high ground
seconds remaining.
staircases. So many teams are. It feels like they're reliant
Radiant
on certain
team back.
timings, feeling an out, ganking into the enemy jungle, and you just can't do that if there are remote mines or and mines just waiting for that knowledge of where. A good solid ban, along with Death Prophet, one of Alliance's favorite. Yeah, Ember Bat.
10
Alliance not
seconds remaining.
to have some of those more tempo mid, but there's still plenty there.
5 seconds remaining. Alliance's turn to pick.
Spin for me, turn around. Who is it? It's Blitz, the best player of Liquid. Cost repping the captain. Phoenix taken out. Fiery
10
Bird.
seconds
So
remaining.
first pick for Alliance. They have the opportunity to grab up Rubik if they want to
5
try and
seconds
steal that
remaining.
pick away from their opponent. In, Tusk, Dragon Knight. Nature's Prophet is still out there as well. Could be considered Furion for S. Lots of options. There are so many options, about going Grimstroke, Pango.
Pangolier was not contested at all in the last game, OG, against Viking. That's very surprising. I feel like that hero does so many things. Like, I'm gonna pair him up with the Earthshaker at the moment. Like, fighting in these clutch areas where you can bounce off multiple times, zoning out the heroes in the backlines. You're very
Radiant
annoying
team pick.
at the laning stage. So Rubik, you said this hero is gonna be highly contested, and here it is. Like, it doesn't show anything. It's just Rubik. I don't know how you feel about Rubik, but for me, it always, Rubik's that standard hero. He can always make things happen. That's why I like him.
10 seconds
Yeah, and
remaining.
you've got pretty nice laning partners. Rubik Pango, Rubik Centaur,
5 seconds remaining.
half to lane. Really flexible. I guess the one downside with first picking Rubik is that is your 4, right? We don't see position 5 Rubik. He can't go in any other roles really. Mid Rubik is, something that has come and gone many moons ago. Have that
Radiant
knowledge that
team
Rubik's going to be the position 4. Go into Rubik. Got to be careful. Cost. What's your rule? What's your rule with Pango?
The rule is, once Rubik gets 6 and you're level 6, you need to have a point in shield crash, otherwise Rubik is just gonna steal it, and that's how you lose a team fight. So Pango, whether it's position 3 or 4, you need to have
10
1
seconds
point
remaining.
in the shield crash. That's the rule.
5 seconds remaining.
I'm gonna go with now Disruptor is something that Fly to Moon have loved playing, both in aggressive dual lanes like Pango and Disrupt. Thunderstrike, really oppressive force and pressure.
Alliances turn to pick.
It's gonna be Undying.
I mean, that's his hero, always wanna fly. I mentioned it in the previous series where he goes in, uses all his mana and HP, secures the farm, then dies. He does not care about dying and giving away first blood. He comes back stronger. And you also probably used a lot of resources to kill him. Mana, trading hits.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and usually he soaks up, all of that attention away
5
from his
seconds remaining.
main carry or his main hero that he's. Alliance now. Hanskin, Ruben, they're going to be. You think
You're
about
gonna get
picking up like your S4 Dragon Knight, so
You could, or you can get something like. What was I thinking? Grimstroke. Yeah, Grimstroke make Pangalier's life even worse. There's like some really nice spells to throw inside of it already with just Rubik.
does mean picking up your thoughts. Kind of showing a little bit of your hand early. Flexible hero.
Alliances
Play across
turn
multiple.
Okay.
They pick up their FNG hero. That's a Bane. Just saying, right?
Yeah, so this is where you shift Pangolier to position 4. You already have 2 very good counters for him. We see the rise of popularity from Bane. It's a save, like a smaller one, but it's still a save if you can time it correctly. And you have BKB piercing ability, great against
5
Pango.
seconds remaining.
And both of these heroes very good at people from color waves and dragging lane equilibrium around Bane safe lane against Pango +1 off lane. If they want to try and drag that, Bane is there with a nightmare.
Radiant
Bans.
team ban.
Lions, yeah, okay, they get rid of Disruptor. I'm a fan of that. Even if
So-
you're thinking Pango maybe
Yes.
is a 4 and a dying 5.
So I said that they should swap Pango to 4, but maybe they should not. You need to have positioned 4 hero that can, break Bane's ulti. These two are not good if Bane grips
10
Pangolier.
seconds.
So
Radiant team pick.
Shadow Demon, okay, Shadow Demon's gone. I know that Alliance, I believe it was Alliance who picked, yeah, it was Jakiro against the Bane to have a lower cooldown ability, Ice Pat to cancel it.
Like picking Clockwork as Fly to Moon here, 2 melee heroes already. Clockwork and
seconds
Pango
remaining.
overlap a little bit. They've picked Witch Doctor
5
before.
seconds
Wondering here
remaining.
if bad pick for F.
Anything long range that can cancel it.
Shadow Shaman.
I don't think you've heard me. Long range, Gary.
Come on. It's not that bad. Just waddle up there like a penguin to get your hex off. Slowly
He's
but
so
surely.
slow.
But I'm actually like a decent fan. Toxic strategy of having all these things that you just throw into a team fight. Tombstone, Serpent Ward, Supernova, Plague Ward.
Pugna, and Toxic
Alliances
Strat.
turn to pick.
they go for Grimstroke.
Phantom's Embrace is pretty long range. Balance up the Bane. Have any target abilities to.
I'm a bit worried about Undying and Grimstroke as your 2 supports. Like, Grimstroke can make a move, but Undying can't. Like, compared their position 4s and 5s to what Alliance have. Alliance, like, these heroes are gonna be good at every stage of the game.
Yeah, and right now, Nico Baby has all of his heroes still. Has complete free pick of whatever he wants. If they want to go Slark, it seems like a Slark game.
Radiant team pick. Queen of
Very early Queen of Pain pick.
Queen of Pain just feels so good right now. I can't believe that teams were not, like, nothing changed that much. She was receiving a small buff after buff, but I don't know. It's just one of the top tier heroes right now. It can be played at position 4, 3, 5, you name it.
10 seconds remaining.
Didn't she get buffed like 10 patches?
Did I say 5? I didn't mean 5. I meant
5 seconds
mid,
remaining.
3 and 4.
You can play co-op any role, shut up. I think since like 7.16, 7.20, yeah, 7.20, she's just been buffed over and over again. Intelligence gain, damage, mana cost.
They need something to stun, like okay, Dragon Knight's banned out. Never mind. Never mind. What can you get? Like, whew, it's a tough one. I don't.
Alliance.
Pangolier on mid. I don't think they do.
Queen of Pain with Sonic Wave pretty good against the Pangolier. Yeah. Still 2 picks remaining for Alliance to try.
Ten seconds remaining.
How is the PL against Queen of Pain matchup? Doppelganger to get away from
remaining.
Shadow Strike. The cooldown on PL is too long, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna put Phantom Lancer on mid. That doesn't sound like Iceberg Hero. But what Alliance need is they need some AoE against the Phantom Lancer. They need someone that can lock him down, and that's Axe.
Queen of Pain for Limp, Axe for S4. They've got Bane, G, Hanskin, Rubik. Everything's slotting into place really nice. Nico Baby's hero till the final round.
So what Fly the Moon needs
10
is,
seconds remaining.
even though I'm not a big fan of Lina, you know, but I'm thinking some Iceberg classics. I would prefer to actually see something like a Shadow Fiend maybe on the mid lane, but then you're limited on the stuns. They can also go for Tiny.
Zeus. I want to see a Zeus for Iceberg. Get that Nimbus, get the Aghanim Zeus going.
I believe he played Tiny against Queen of Pain and he matched very well. Or was it my games from pub? I can't remember because I went Iceberg build. I'm not even kidding.
Just copy Iceberg.
5 seconds remaining.
No, I just think they need
Ricky.
a
Alliance
Yule Scepter builder against Axe. Once he goes in, you cancel the combo. You want to have a carry that, you know, has ways of dealing with Phantom Lancer and the illusions. Like maybe you get Gyro. It's great against Undying.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
What kind of
remaining.
itemization do you want? A Radiance hero, a Battle Fury? They all feel slow nowadays.
Okay, so that's one way to deal with the Tombstone. You kill Phantom in a hit. Emanate attack. Usually Grimstrokes don't max it out, so you don't have to care too much about that. And you can build Maelstrom,
10 seconds
Mjolnir
remaining.
against the Phantom Lancer. So there's enough AoE, I would say.
5 seconds remaining.
But you need to be able to, you know, buy a BKB as well on the Weaver earlier on. Otherwise, your full mana is going to be burned out by PL illusions. They're very limited on the catch. I want to see something. What did I suggest? Like Lina, even though Lina is not a game-winning hero. So maybe just a Shadow Fiend.
Go for the Yule Fiend.
Shadow Fiend or Tiny, yeah.
You
Comes
may
the
now
puck.
select your
That's the
heroes.
catch. They're elusive hero.
That's smart. The Fly the Moon drafter is actually smarter than me because I did not think of this hero. It's great against Queen of Pain, so Queen of Pain is forced not to go for Shadow Strike build, so her laning presence is not going to be that great. It's a silence against Weaver. A long coil can stop Bane's ulti, so fits perfectly. And then Pangolier can have a very nice Rolling Thunder inside the coil. Also a hero that can create a lot of space for Phantom Lancer. It's a
That's
10
what I
pick
was looking at
puck,
as well.
so looking very, very good. And Iceberg. I know he's extremely mechanically skilled, so I guess he's not gonna be called by Axe. There is like 0.3 seconds to use phase shift when Axe blinks in and uses a call. The one thing I'm worried about is always want to fly Undying. I know he's playing it well, but just the hero doesn't feel that strong to me.
Yeah, I mean, their main goal here is, you know, create a lot of space for V2, get him off the ground, and have Phantom Lance ramp up as... But I do like Alliance's draft as well. The amount of catch they've got. Gap closed, like having Limp, Queen of Pain, and Nico Baby Weaver with Blink and Shikuchi. You know, go into the jungle and get a Nightmare to start things off, a Telekinesis grab. They can keep chasing these targets for long periods of time, find additional bonus kills one after the other potential. Now have the laning stage, of course, very important in this patch. Get your laning stage off to a good start. Moon with Grimstroke Undying. Very potent game heroes. Game 1 here in this best of 3, and is it FTM again with a pause, Lacoste? Not a fan of this, are you? Pausing after the draft?
No, he's talking to FNG. I'm not a big fan. Also, there is a rule. I didn't make this one up. Actually, I did. But if someone pauses the game and doesn't say why it's paused, you can unpause the game. There's nothing wrong about it.
Immediately on.
It's about love. Lublю is either kissing or loving.
Off we go. General on the Pango with a low head out Grimstroke. Heading up the top together.
Queen of Pain lines are so good. I love it when you resist.
So happy in all.
What a surprise!
Iceberg mid, Queen of Puck up against the Limp, Queen of Pain. Bane and Weaver top for FNG and Nico Baby, and then down south. Always want to fly the Undying, V-Tune, Phantom Lancer, they Hunskin, S4, Rubik, Axe Lane.
2 days ago when Nisha played this exact same matchup, Queen of Pain against Puck, didn't get even a single point of Shadow Strike. He had 0-4-4 build on Queen of Pain.
High ground. Thinking about scouting out Observer. Spotted out by General with a quick swashbuckle. Getting too heavily involved. Now nobody knows where these observers are. General with swashbuckle off, cooldown in 2 seconds. He's taking a lot of damage. FNG and Nico Baby, and he will have to swashbuckle away. I'm just not sure
needs to go back to base.
Enough. He's going to get chased down here. He's dead, isn't he? FNG's got another brain sap in a second.
He's dead.
Click down into the ground. And there's your first blood. General down.
I was not lying. I said he was going to go back to base.
Back in a body bag. FNG's chasing a Aloha dance with a few clicks. The spam ping's coming out. Like, what's he doing? Why is FNG here?
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Get back to their lanes as the creep waves meet. Aloha dance, half HP. Go baby. Once he secures that range creep, he could go chasing in onto this Grimstroke.
On mid lane, Iceberg showed that he has Illusory Orb, so Limp gets a point in Shadow Strike, immediately uses it. What Iceberg could do is just get phase shift level 1, but he's so aggressive right now. Got level 2 before Queen of Pain.
Very close. Forces Limp to salve up. Could maybe have killed off that courier as well, but Iceberg really sticking it to the quap in that period of the game. 0 against the 4-2. Aloha dance top yet again, being hounded by FNG. This Bane is 1v2ing the top lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's understandable. He had the shared tango on Bane, so it's like your mid laner. Bought the boots, we see that more often. Position 5 just getting boots straight away, especially on a hero like a Bane that loves to trade hits and then can position himself much better. And if he zones out your position 4 on the side, like, you can just trade against Bane, and then he's gonna get a couple of right clicks extra because of Boots of Speed.
Seriously good damage onto Iceberg. Bring out Sal plus null tally recipe coming out for the puck. Pain now leading. Looks like advantage limp for the most part. Lohadance aggressively playing top lane, but again shoved back by FNG and Nico baby. I do want to come down to bot and just talk about this for a second. You know, S4 level 1 battle hunger. He's putting pressure on. They get Hanskin to level 2 with a wave drag back, and now this bottom lane is where they really start to play.
S4 1 CS, what?
Yeah, because they were giving it all to Hanskin. He dragged the wave, and S4 wasn't able really to get anything. Being chased by the Undying.
I can't believe Always Wanna Fly has 0 deaths, and we're already 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this game.
Unbelievable. It's impossible. Can't be real life. Top lane. Inkswell into the swashbuckle. FNG. Well, to tank through the majority of this damage, but the final click from Aloha Dance will pick up the kill. General salving in a very sneaky spot. Gonna cut himself through the trees. He finally paying for all that aggression he's been putting on.
Mid lane shouldn't go this way. I think Iceberg messed up with getting the illusory orb instead of skilling the phase shift. Level 1. Now Limp is just dominating it. Burning a lot of region.
Interesting jumps. Fake pumping that dagger.
Iceberg doesn't even blink.
Have a salve.
Well, this is what we wanted to see, bottom lane. Somehow he managed to survive for almost 4 minutes without a single death.
About V-Tune as well. He doesn't have any regen on him. He's going to be reliant on the Undying coming back into lane with some items. Think about going for it with this massive creep wave. Hanskin with no telekinesis. They don't have the control for it. What did the Undying bring? Salve and a mango that can share. Bring any of the PL's actual items though.
I've been really impressed by the way V-Tune has been playing for the last month. He looks very stable on certain carries like Phantom Lancer, Slark. Always Wanna Fly.
Space by his team is Always Wanna Fly yet again being spun down. The good Soul Ripple get the PL, the trade kill. It feels like they do come out on top of that again, Fly to Moon. Giving his life for the kill there. PL to take.
He's fine with that trade, otherwise if he wasn't, he would use Soul Rip on himself. So V-Tune gets the solo XP. Unfortunately, Undying doesn't have a TP for 15 seconds, so he's just gonna walk. It's gonna be 3 for 1. Trade and bounties, right? Where's the 4th bounty? I can't see it.
FNG grabbed one, Hanskin grabbed one, Aloha Dance, and then refilling his bottle on Queen of Pain as Aloha Dance, Inkswell. Try and buy him time against this Bane.
Double disarm.
Yeah, there.
He even TP's back
Quick
to base. Always Wanna Fly, being chased. Bottom lane.
Cutting that wave. And Hanskin with the telekinesis, they're not going to commit for it. Draw there with the Rubik arriving, they'd commit for the kill on the Undying. Going to handle the axe now, but back toward creep wave. Mid lane looks like things have evened out a little bit now.
Region room top.
Iceberg with a really nice orb.
Queen of Pain, no points in Sonic Wave yet. If you commit like this, FNG, what is he doing?
To death. Also disarm Nico baby, but he's just going to turn around and fight with a swarm here. Oh, the Shikuchi forward. General with a swashbuckle in 5, not really a target they can go off and finish. Might even think about FNG. close game so far. It feels like everyone's kind of getting what they need out of the laning stage. It's going to come down to those early pivotal rotations from Puck, Queen of Pain. It looks like in this case Aloha down, who's coming down bottom lane. Always want to fly, baiting in Alliance, but they're not falling for it. It's half HP, but S4 wants the creep wave instead.
Queen of Pain saving a point. Usually when you go for second, okay, third point in Pain on level 6, you max it out without getting ulti. S4 dropping low.
Chased by the V-Tune PL. Looks like they should have him. Oh, is S4 fast enough? With just the boots, the lance will take him down. Queen of Pain's rotation not coming to anything just yet. Iceberg also south. That axe as quick as good. For FTM bringing numbers down there to handle S4. This opens up that top lane for Nico Baby now to free farm because FNG just 1v1s general out of the lane.
You can't kill Nico Baby at the moment. He's level 7. Shikuchi maxed out plus a time lapse. It should be enough to survive. Even if they use Pango ulti plus a Grimstroke combo, Nico Baby should not die there. So they need to bring Puck to actually kill Nico on the top lane.
It's not in my nature, but
FNG. That's an invis Grimstroke. Lohadant's not going to commit for it. It's like Iceberg. Content just to farm up creeps under his tower. Or sitting net worth-wise. 500. Not too far behind the Puck, honestly. I was wondering if his 2 deaths maybe had been enough from FTM here to kind of shut down that early timing. He's going to have phase boots. He starts to build up towards that Blink Dagger as Limp cleared up in the mid lane. By the rotation in from the Pango.
I've tested out yesterday thing that I've been saying, so apparently it's fixed. There was a, I'm gonna call it a bug since it's fixed, where Pangolier uses Rolling Thunder and Queen of Pain using Sonic Wave at the perfect moment and pushes Pangolier away, puts Rolling Thunder on cooldown and stops it. But I couldn't do it. I tried it for like 50 times in a row and I could not do it, so I guess it's fixed.
Yeah, it used to like cancel the Rolling Thunder, right?
Yes.
First death of the game, still holding on to the Sonic Wave. Max Waning Rift. Ahead of Limp's Queen of Pain now. Potentially to start things off on Iceberg, but it is all very slow and steady from Alliance right now. That blink on Axe. Rubik. But heading into that Maelstrom like you were mentioning.
If we check always on a fly Undying's items, he has 2 wind laces. I'm pretty sure they don't stack, but okay.
Whew.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yes, it says it right in the tooltip. Bonuses from multiple wind laces do not stack. S4. Chasing down the Undying while the Puck gets a good 3-man Waning Rift and Dream Coil to hold back Alliance's advance. Need to kill off the bug, the Swarm taken care of. Captain and Nico will be giving chase. Maybe thinking about going all the way in there onto Iceberg. A little bit scary though. Yes, Puck is on less than 400 HP, but has a Waning Rift and a turnaround with the Ink Swell. Quick little orb over the top. Aloha down. Looks like he's going to drop with the Rolling Thunder. Arriving now from General. Hanskin still level 5, so no steal available. Lift up onto
Sonic Wave is ready.
To stop it. Getting too involved, but a good connection from General again, and they starts up the Queen of Pain.
Surprised that Limp didn't go for Sonic Wave on Puck when he was low and without a shapeshift. Sorry, phase shift. Nico Baby gets another one.
D diving under that tier 2 bottom lane. Undying. It's all very scrappy. It feels like both of these teams pretty happy to get involved early on, have these big fights, but Limp, yeah, 2 deaths in a row without using ultimate. Do you feel like Queen of Pain is still that very snowball reliant hero, or has she calmed down a little bit?
I mean, you can get the farm with Queen of Pain. You don't necessarily need to play from ahead. He has the same amount of farm as Puck at the moment, so they're fine. It's just the carries that are almost 2,000 ahead of everyone else.
Favor the Phantom Lancer. game if he's having such a perfect start. 2-0-0, almost 100 CS. He gets Diffusal Blade. What's Alliance's real ability to stop the PL from running over them?
You need to, like, Weaver comes online faster. Now that Phantom Lancer is going for what seems to be just S and Y first item. So yeah, he's gonna be tanky, he still deals damage, but he doesn't burn mana. So once you get Maelstrom on Weaver, there's gonna be a window of opportunity for them to take 2/3 fights. And then you get another item, like you get a BKB. But if you talk about super late game, like Phantom Lancer is just a stronger hero.
Running you. Mid lane. A nice little bit of map for themselves as they aim towards Nico Baby. FNG is probably just going to be the target of choice here. Pretty quick on the Bane. General has taken out Hanskin top lane. Broke. Queen of Pain's coming in top. Limp is hasted. Looks like he's trying to find a target there. 2 support kills across 2 lanes, you know, splitting very wide across the map. FTM rolled this game up pretty nicely. Dead even.
We still haven't seen Sonic Wave being used 13 minutes in. Axe getting closer to his Blink Dagger, just 200 gold away. Weaver finished the Maelstrom, so it's go time. They need to make advantage right now when Axe gets a Blink Dagger.
That is the big wing there for Alliance. Away from it. Hanskin's just going to guard the staircase, make sure no one comes up his way. S4, be careful. Here he's walked into 3 of them. FTM ready and waiting with everything they've got. Burst down S4, so that's Blink Dagger now delayed by at least 30 seconds, that death timer of Axe. So charges up on General's Urn.
General has a lot of farm, same amount of farm as Limp. And he is tanky. Like, you don't burst the Spangolier that easily. 20 magic wand charges Urn on top of a Vitality booster. And once he gets a Spirit Vessel, like that's one of the strongest items in this patch besides Heaven's Halberd and Sage's Mask.
Yeah, to bring up the Sage's Mask. Oh, he's rolling in here. He's already shield crashed up, so that's the thing that'll be stolen by Hanskin. And the dive of the tower from Always Wanna Fly grabs him up. So
General knows. You need to have a point in shield crash.
And the great thing, you know, Pango being able to play with this Grimstroke. Maybe you didn't need the Undying there, just the Grimstroke and the Pango could probably dive the Rubik on their own. But Dying makes sure there's no TP rotations, no reactions from Alliance. Link delivered. Pain looking for a Yule Scepter, but quite distant. Does go Maelstrom into BKB like you were. That early BK.
I've seen greedy players when there's the same matchup, Weaver's going straight into Mjolnir, which I don't think it's a correct play. They also have no save besides Bane's Nightmare, which I don't think it's enough. So getting a BKB this early is okay. I'll switch back to Mjolnir after. Phantom Lancer decided to go for full S and Y before getting a Diffusal. Like usually it's just Yasha into the Diffusal Blade and then you can get the other items. But with this kind of a build, like one of the reasons why Juggernauts, Phantom Lancers are building status resistance, you're playing against Axe. You want to lower the duration of Berserker's Call. And if you look at the other heroes, on top of that, anything stolen from Rubik, he has Arcane Supremacy, Debuff, Amplification, you have Enfeeble, which removes your status resistance.
All getting a bit spooky down this bottom right corner of the map, you know. Iceberg has Blink Dagger, but he's going low ground to high ground, finds the silence onto S4. Was going to call onto the PL, who stood his ground and gets dunked into it. Not entirely sure what V2 is playing at there, but it's Alliance. It's all bound up now. Axe with the Queen of Pain. They do not have Sonic Wave, and they can't blink away, so Nico Baby, he's got a lot on his plate right now to try and gather up as many kills as he can, but the grip onto the puck, nicely done by FNG, holds that elusive Fairy Dragon in place, and Nico Baby, well, he's cleaned his plate now. He was a hungry boy. There's nothing left. Only General, who swashbuckles back to the safety of his tier 1. Alliance, are you going for the full wipe?
Nah, hard to catch.
Under attack.
That's what I said. They're gonna have another like 4 or 5 minutes where they're stronger because the timing of their items and what they have. Maelstrom is
Radiant's
great.
tower is under
Axe had a very nice call on V-Tune, but I believe that if he had the Diffusal Blade there instead of full SNY, maybe he regrets it. Like, I just don't feel like getting SNY first is that big of a deal.
I'm just not sure what the PL was doing, you know. He sees that Axe, puck jumps in, felt like a bit of a disjointed team fight where the rest of the squad wasn't really on the same page as the Ari players here.
Radiant's bottom
On the other
tower
hand,
is under attack.
very nice turnaround, getting Nico Baby off to a 6-0 start.
Is under attack. Dire's structures
Weaver.
are fortified.
Bane eyeing up lane. When he comes near the tier 1, they're going to get shredded.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
High ground, sitting on the stairs, waiting for his turn. Puck has been bashed up by Roshan as he tries to jaunt across the map to try and defend the tower. Lion's not finishing it. A little bit scared.
Radiant's middle
Nico
tower
maybe gets the last touch in.
Nico Baby needs 100 gold to finish his BKB.
tower is under attack.
FNG just says, man, I didn't die for a very long time. Time for me to do something.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bait in the enemy.
Dire's
Show on the map.
is under attack.
Make a bit of space for the PL though, and an immediate smoke from FTM. Go clear out the bottom wave. The other three. Dance always want to fly, and Iceberg. Ready with an arcane rune on the puck. Queen of Pain. Straight up, coiled up. The observer ward right next to her right now. Perfectly showing where Limp was standing. And Queen of Pain now 0, 4, and 2. But I think that's Yule Scepter finally completed, so those kind of pickoffs shouldn't happen anymore.
If we had a Yule Scepter there, I think he lives. You can also break
Essence
the
ring
coil
rules.
if you time it correctly with the Yule Scepter and not get stunned. But it requires a lot of skill.
Right? Hunting, he hooked up.
When you said Pog jumping in a way, I heard you Pog champing
Dire's
away.
structures are fortified.
PogChamp. Iceberg is PogChamp in a way. Like the human embodiment of PogChamp.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Sneaky little tier 1 grab there from FTM. Where is the PL? Satanic coming up next. A Diffusal Blade. Like he's pretty ready to fight.
That should help.
Control in this dire jungle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Feels like Axe has just been like wandering around, not having anything to do for the past couple of minutes.
He needs to play with the team. Like, you can't just go for solo kills. There's no blade mails.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I saw Nico Baby swapping and snare. Clumsy net for Imclaw, which is okay, but someone needs to have that net. Against Pango, he can't use any of the spells. He just kills the hero, any root mechanic. Same goes for Puck. Like, but who do you put it on? Like, Queen of Pain right now is holding Essence Ring, which is okay. Okay, Rubik has it, so they definitely need to use it. It's very valuable.
Blink call top. General just swashbuckle and he's got a TP ready if need be. Go Baby gets the kill in mid lane on always puts on a fly. BKBs and turns around. Right into the tombstone. Easy bonus gold. Going up top. Time. Just gonna let S4 clear the wave.
Have you noticed that no one is buying pipe anymore?
It's that recipe, man. You add a recipe to items and people just get allergic to it. How much is the recipe for Hood? 200 gold recipe for Hood. That's it. That's like all. That's all it takes. The prowl again. They got spotted by any server wards, which have been pretty good so far. Checking out the movements from Alliance. A little bit of vision and like the regen rune popped out there. Chasing the Grim Stroke. Nicely done by Nico Baby. And they have a blink call. Oh, it's just into PL illusions. They don't find the real one. Vune is already up top lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So Alliance is slowly taking control of this game. They're not choosing too many fights, but the ones that they're taking are correct ones. Nico Baby still 0 deaths, which is pretty impressive.
Now he's going into S and Y. Quiet time, he wants some back. Stain to his squad. Nico Baby says, hello General, you're gonna have to swashbuckle south, but S4 is waiting. There's the jump from General, and S4, he was ready. Absolutely perfect setup from Alliance. Nico Baby herding that poor Pango back into the waiting arms of S4. Now the rest of them smoke immediately. Alliance smoke out across the map. Fly mid, looks like an easy kill. Oh, Hansken gets scouted out. They saw the smoke pop.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain still going. Oh, hello. Fiend's Grip straight off. Limp there with a Shadow Strike. Don't have enough damage, it feels like. They try with a Sonic Wave Scream, but in comes the Dream Coil. Now V2 turns to fight. Hansken, he's arrived on the scene of the crime now. He's got Waning Rift to try and jump and close the gap onto the puck. But Limp, still on top of V2, somehow has the gap closed as the double gang gets him out of danger now. Blink Call will take down Iceberg. S4 joins just in the nick of time. And Limp, he's just continuing forward. He wants the two
He can do whatever
now.
he wants right now.
If he can't have the PL, he's going to have the other ones. Nico Baby, he's getting connected in on here, and Aloha down. It's a pretty simple takedown for the Weaver as Limp finds the Yule's cap. Grab up onto the Undying with a blink and a call, and S4 dunks him down. Nico Baby godlike, and S4 with a killing spree. Yes, your Phantom Lancer survives, but you are bleeding out on every one of your other heroes.
Phantom Lancer is so tanky, like that status resistance even has Nether Shell, so extra 25% magic resistance. It's been a while since I saw someone getting Crimson Guard. It's great against PL, don't get me wrong. Axe has one queued up. It's also one of the items that got nerfed, so we don't see it that often anymore.
Ward from FTM. Move all his vision. Been placing Matt, and they've done a very good job at that. Oh, General, he's walked into this one, hasn't he? Down to about a third of his HP, and Nico Baby giving chase, very aggressively taking down the Pango. But is forced to BKB him time lapse back. Nothing there really that FTM can do. Aghanim Scepter on Puck is now 400 gold away. Then, chance.
Next Roche that Alliance fights, that wins, if they take out 1 or 2 heroes, they can easily take the Roche. With the Swarm, there's enough minus armor to actually deal with it. Limp was not having that great of a time. Like he's 0, 4, and 7, didn't get any kills, which is pretty bad. Like you want to get some kills with the Queen of Pain. But he has a lot of farm at the moment. Orchid has a save with the Yule Scepter going for BKB next, which is a natural build for Queen of Pain.
Yeah, just the fact that he's 11,000 net worth. 0, 4, and 7.
Dire are scanning.
Berg Puck is behind him. Finish off the acronyms now, though. Pick up with his squad if they want to. Wandering around looking action. Aloha Dance holding on to one. We're all here together behind the Phantom Lancer. For Alliance to make that move. They've got a lot of lane management to get done, right? They've got to kind of push out bottom wave, they've got mid wave to deal with. Rubik's done a great job sitting and hiding in the trees, just fade bolting. $1,200 range on that spirit vessel.
Not too
Rubik
bad.
knows Pango's near him.
Yeah, where is Pango? He's there. Yeah, that's the downside of it. What people have
turn it
been
off, right?
doing when you're like either hiding or trying to gank from fog, when you have Vlad, you put it in the backpack. So people don't see it on the creep wave. How did you get so good, Gary? Where do you get all this knowledge from?
Professional players and listening.
Thank God, we've been casting a lot lately. How's your MMR doing? Doubled?
I haven't played ranked in a long time. I feel bad.
Radiant
I think I'm still at like
scanning.
5.3 or something.
You didn't have to tell me the number, you know? It would be hard for you to actually double it.
Radiant's
Very
bottom
hard.
tower is under attack.
Who hit 11k recently?
Abed?
Abed, right? Like that is insane. That's actually insane to me. Like he is over double my MMR. What an absolute god.
Radiant structures are falling.
Alliance with the tier 2 bottom lane. Chopping them down.
Dire's top tower.
Feels like
is under
FTM have
attack.
just, lost track of where this game's heading. It's a nightmare onto Iceberg as he tries to clear out that mid wave. It's going to get him caught by Effort.
Instant silence.
Oh, quite a Aloha Dance to get the puck out. So Nico may be changing target onto the Undying, clear him up, and the Tombstone down. So binding onto the supports of Alliance, but they potentially here got the catch onto Iceberg, who's waiting rips aggressively in with V2, clearing up FNG. They take down the Bane and the Rubik about to follow, but the turnaround from Limp with that Sonic Wave Scream and
Satanic.
ready with a call in a couple of seconds, but yes, V2 and Satanic back to full health, and a TP buyback from Bane coming in. V2 silenced up, he's got Iceberg back up and Limp, Essence Ring, and ready to turn and fight. Nico Baby just stands his ground. Time-lapse is back. Now they've got to shift away though. V-Tune is too powerful. They can't battle into this PL. Alliance got turned on so quickly there by FTM, and the buybacks flying through means FNG's going to die back.
Wait a second, there it is. So they lost 5 heroes. Aloha Dance in trouble. This should be a kill, but he's low on mana. 9 stick charges. Where's the silence?
There it is with a waning rift. Nico Baby, he's going to get pummeled now. That Phantom Lance chasing with the illusions, and the Weaver onto the high ground. Nah, you can't escape from the Phantom Lance, and Limp forced to blink back to his tier 3s. FTM baiting with that Iceberg puck.
I love the build on Phantom Lancer. I was not okay with him getting full SNY before Diffusal Blade, but this status resistance build really working out for him, and going Basher next. Once he gets that item, if you can't burst him down during the call, which you should not, he's sitting at, what, 43% status resistance, so X call is gonna last 3.2, 43% to 1.2, so it should be 2 seconds, a bit more. My math is correct, and usually it's actually 2 seconds. We're gonna round it up.
Get those rounding in there. But there it is. The fight lasts too long. The buybacks keep coming, and Alliance weren't able to chase, one target after the other, which they've been reliant on throughout this game. Just finding a quick pickoff, chasing the next target, chasing the next one, and kind of sending FTM disarray if they try and escape. But now the fact that the PL can just stand in the fight and almost 1v5, V-Tune's having a grand old time.
How do you kill him? That's the question. You have no Spirit Vessel to reduce the region and healing on that Satanic. I see Weaver going for Satanic, so that's gonna help them. But still, in the damage department, I'm a bit worried. You can't burst him down. with the Aegis, he has practically 3 lives, maybe even 4. With
Exactly.
Satanic
You're
usage.
saying, how do you kill him? I was ready to ask you, how do you kill him twice or 3 times now, right? Phantom Lancer at insanity levels. Strength.
When you have that one hero who you can't kill, like a Wraith King, who you need to ignore, but you can't just ignore Phantom Lancer. Otherwise, you're not gonna have mana on your heroes, even if you kill support, so you can't fight him later on.
Going to find Aloha Dance. They were looking for Iceberg. Have to be consolation kill.
Yeah, so efficiency, I was just about to say it. Aloha Dance with a click on Grimstroke, he had Telescope, and now uses Philosopher's Stone when he's dead. So almost a minute dead. That's extra 70 gold.
Funny. Let it flow.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Breaker.
top tower is under attack.
Weaver is a pretty... Yeah,
This is the item that's great against Puck. Yep, he doesn't have ways of dispelling it yet, building a Yule Scepter, but needs to get to the shop, maybe saving it for buyback for now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
PL still hiding down bottom lane. And for another 3.5 minutes. Calming down and resetting. They want that Crimson now. S4, yeah, done that. Finished up. FNG's got a couple of braces. And 400 gold away from Blink Dagger, and we're yet to see really any big steals from Hanskin. Rolling Thunders or anything like that. General's been very good on the shield crashes. Puck is always able to get off a couple of spells, not giving away Dream Coil or anything. FTM send the PL up onto high ground. Very ballsy move from V2.
They just running away from
Alliance.
him. Still 2.5 minutes on that Aegis, so that means Alliance can take the fight.
They see the axe with Ops and Sentry mid lane. They know exactly where S4's standing. And they've spotted the Weaver as well. This is FTM with full vision pretty much of this team fight. Alliance needs to reposition themselves because there's the Yules from the Puck onto S4. He can't call. He's going to have to blade mail and try and just hold. But V2 has shredded him. Axe is gone. Sonic Wave comes out. In comes the BKB from the Queen of Pain.
She
Dream
can't
Coil
blink.
expended. She can't do anything. One shot is now with the blink, but the Soul Blend there with a 2-man silence. They've got a Nightmare on to always want to fly, but Bane is going to walk this one off. Queen of Pain, can we blink again? Oh, silenced up. Caught out. 3 heroes down, and Flight of Moon making those Obs and Sentries mid lane pay beautifully for them.
Surprised that they decided to take this fight. It's very hard to fight into Aghanim Scepter, Puck, Satanic, and Aegis Phantom Lancer. Still a minute and a half, so they can go for high ground. Weaver needs to start cutting the weight, and there it is. She's gonna hit level 25 in one creep wave.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
One range creep, that's what they have.
God, they're just diving at the Hanskin. Moving the blink call from Axe only catches illusions. Okay, Iceberg, phase shift it off. Disengage for FTM. Drawn back to Orbs. Nico Baby is joining the fight. He'll get a freebie on Always Want to Fly. The continuation of the fight just not there. Alliance. They can't catch Puck. They can't catch PL. General's Pango is elusive as ever now with this Grieve Spirit Vessel incredibly tanky on top of it. Nico Baby wants to take down the Pango, but there's the little Phantom's Embrace. Silence up Nico Baby. TP away. And there is no chase.
It was full Davai Dotka from Fly the Moon. They still have it in their blood. There's really no need to go for that kind of a play. They had one range creep, so they could have tried to deal some tower damage. Alliance, they had 7k gold lead. Now we're back to 0.
Yeah. I just don't see an item decision or a play decision that deals with the PL and the Puck together. Unless they're
This
able
is
to
the
get
item, like
S4,
35% less lifesteal on Satanic is pretty great.
Good, but you've got to catch him first, right? You've still got to get this. S4 has to have a blink call of his freaking career. Bladed up. Spots Nico, baby. Sentry down, so now they know where the PL is standing around, and FNG. Oh, dearie me. Bash, Nightmare. I'm not going to do a whole lot. Potentially.
Is under attack.
Could be a push down mid lane again for FTM.
BL, like queued up for him. Does not want to finish full Abyssal Blade, which is very, very weird. I mean, where are you gonna put that butterfly anyway? Like, just finish Abyssal Blade first. Then, this is the full assassin type build that you're going for. Shadow Blade into Abyssal.
Not sure what S4 was doing, but he was TPing out while the fight begins. Always butterfly has dropped, but then comes the Soulbind. The Lower Dance also down, with buyback available, but it's got the kill on the axe, finally taking him down. And they force the Yules from the Queen of Pain. Limp has to try and blink away, but silenced by the Waning Rift and B-Tune yet again. Just able to stick around, and another Yules to cancel the TP of Hanskin, while Nico Baby's coming in to try and find Iceberg with that Mindbreaker silence with the phase shift and Waning Rift. No, not going to come in time.
Man, that play from Nico.
Where's the bash?
He's too speedy. That's why you need Abyssal Blade to control Nico as well. Once you hit level 25, it's so hard to deal with Weaver, any kind of, you know, split push that she's causing. But still, Phantom Lancer is a stronger hero in the super late game.
Nice place on the map, though, for Alliance to take a fight, right? No, there's no Roshan. They know that FTM were wanting to kind of push mid or bottom lane. Go and take that fight on the complete wrong side of the map for FTM. It's, you know, reasonably even. Or if Alliance lose, you know, slightly by a kill or a little bit worth here or there, it's still buying them a little bit more time to get that second Roshan team fight. Seconds until the fast spawn on him. But yeah, at the start of the fight, S4 was TPing. I don't know if you saw that, but I was very confused.
I did not. Oh, Prince's Knife. Whew. That's the item that you wanted to pick up probably as your tier 4 items on Weaver. It's a Hex, so with this kind of a build, you can just cut into backlines, Hex 1, also projectile speed on top of Geminate attack. There's gonna be a lot of those small little bugs pumping out very fast, very quickly. Double damage on top, always gonna fly scouts it out.
Are scanning.
Roshan, 3-minute spawn time, the longest of spawns. PL gets a Paladin Sword. Tier 3 items, everyone grabbing tier 4. Chaco, leveler now.
It's okay. I give them a hit.
Flicker is available, but nobody really wants it.
The Ice Frog needs to definitely do something about that item. The only good thing is that all the heroes got nerfed in terms of move speed. All the items are flat numbers, so 40 feels really good. That's the only thing, but not being able to control where you're blinking, that's just bad.
It's dumb. Like, I think the dispel from it is way better than anything. Lane action just awful. Both teams kind of vying for control around Roshan now, right? That's why we're seeing them both pivot into these high ground plateau areas near the pit. Yeah, I'm scouting inside.
Double flicker.
Good. Another one.
Timeless Relic. I guess you give that to Puck. Yep.
Is under attack.
And general, toying with it, dropping it on the ground instead of putting it in the inventory. If you lose that item, it's a game changer. Like, you give that to Queen of Pain, debuff duration 25%. So what's the silence duration? 3.5. So almost 4.5. Yeah, 4.5 seconds. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot.
Divide by the
Eon Disc on Puck.
Hello?
He does not want to get bursted by Axe.
We have it. Lose their Undying. Nullifier. Top of them, another S4 with a ninja gear. He's smoking himself up. Hidden. Roshan, what is it? seconds. Iceberg makes the jump onto S4. Trying to catch with General now. Puck actually aggressively jumping forward, but silenced. Limp going to be counted out by the Yule Scepter as Aloha Dance dealt with by the Sonic Wave and the Nullifier from the Weaver as the back end of the team fight. They do find FNG. V-Tune and Iceberg chasing onto the soulbound core heroes now. Queen of Bane and Axe held in place. Iceberg's being pummeled by Nico Baby, but the Weaver can only do so much. Another Yule's Essence Ring, try and blink away. Limp with that BKB expiring, still susceptible to getting jumped by the puck. They've got a Yule Scepter again. Iceberg chasing
Silence ready.
as they do find Aloha Dance in the back, and the buybacks start to flow. Queen of Pain will use up hers. Nico Baby still has that BKB.
They need
try and make a bit of a gap here for the blink call.
Four-man call.
He's in there with the dunks. No way! Holy shit, S4. Well, I said he needed the core of his life, but my goodness, I didn't expect that one. A double kill for Axe. He got a 4-man call with the blade mail going.
You said it. He needs a call of his career, man. If this wasn't it, and that was pretty fucking sick. I mean, you can blame Fly the Moon for this. You see that Axe fought back, and you group up. That's a gigantic XD. Cheese and Aegis, this is how you throw the game. Suddenly 5k gold lead for Alliance. They need Gen, they need to see this Weaver. Also, I have no clue why Phantom Lancer decided to build Silver Edge. There's literally nothing to break. Like, what are you gonna break? Axe if he can't spin? It doesn't really matter. If he went for Abyssal Blade, combine that with Grimstroke ulti and the ability to use it 2 or 3 times in a team fight where you just jump on Weaver and lock her down, this might be the game. Let me check the buyback status.
Yeah, I've got it open now. Like, Alliance used, what, 3 or 4 buybacks for that team fight? But PL doesn't have one. Puck does, but probably doesn't want to use it right now. Maybe going to have to wait until a couple of other heroes respawn, but it's at least 1, if not 2, full lanes of barracks that Alliance are going to gather up for themselves off the back of a Roshan take and a sick team fight. S4 holding on to Cheese, and there it is, second lane of barracks down. FTM just crumbling completely. The adrenaline must be pumping for S4 right now. My goodness.
That was sick. Like, that's actually game winning. Who were they even trying to kill? They were trying to kill Weaver, right?
They're trying to chase down Nico Baby. Like, they killed off the Queen of Pain. Limp buys back. S4 buys back, and then both Queen of Pain and Axe come back into the fight at like exactly the same time for their 4-man call. FTM, desperation smoke. They need something to tip the scales here. Down onto the high ground, catches nothing. And it's all holding that eastern side. Just on Nico Baby. Scouts always want to fly. Immediate Hex Strike from that Prince's Knife. And they should be able to get the dunk down onto the Undying as Nico Baby gives chase, and once more, Aloha Dance is his target of choice. Shivers Guard, Limp, focusing B-Tune. They've got another Blink call here from S4, but it's cancelled out. No Blink thanks to the Spirit Vessel, but they've got the grip. They've got the GG.
They call it.
Called out, and FTM tap out. Alliance take game 1. S4 God. Single-handedly getting them back into and winning this game in the matter of 2 minutes.
This must be so devastating for Fly the Moon. They had this game. I think they messed up with the item build that I said.
From OG.
How many chickens have died in this spot? What
to be careful. Looks like Xnova's not going to be patient enough. The courier's starting to move up, but he's headed away from that mid lane as he'll look towards the top, as it seems, to join forces with FY and Arme, making sure that the Morphling can find the farm against Anna's PL in this safe lane. At the same time, TP up from Jax to join in, tethers across to Anna. And this mid lane, this will certainly be the one to watch. We saw Thompson Invoker already once here in this grand finals, and it did not have a good time. But top lane, the shards from FY out, trapping up Jax and Notel, but Jax has got the regen. Penitence from Notel onto FY will force back the Tusk. But this mid lane matchup, should this go better for Thompson than it did when he played against Somnus' Kunkka?
Yeah, there's no way for him to kill the Fort Spear super easily, so he can actually use it this time. And I mean, he shouldn't get destroyed like last time.
It's really got to be dependent on the side lanes, right? Like if those side lanes start dropping low as soon as this Bloodseeker hits level 3, that's when you can start getting ran down very easily as an Invoker. Even with you have your Fort Spirits and everything up, it's very difficult because of that movement speed that you have. You have 282, and this Bloodseeker is going to be moving, for the most part, above 320 in this laning phase. I am a bit concerned for Thompson, but he has to be able to work really well around this Fort Spirit.
Already these early levels, Somnus playing the lane perfectly in its aggression. 8 for 3 against the 3 for 1 on these early levels in that mid 1v1 matchup.
They've got Jarex low already. Xnova though.
Jarex sort of paying them in. Xnova's got the Fairy Fire. Jarex, he will fall, but not before they get the kill on Xnova himself. FY also potentially trouble Anna. Comes across. FY does still have a snowball. Potentially unlikely to save him as Anna. Surely wants to still chase, and indeed rushes forward. There's Jarex with the tether. He's got the snowball to dodge the Spirit Lance at least, but FY very low. Actually gets taken down there. All right, the blast from Notel's Satire Tormentor. So OG getting themselves a second kill up top.
But all those creeps out of the tower with no one farming, they actually have a double wave on the side of OG going into LGD's tower. So yeah, they lost tower and they lost the hero and they lost first blood, but I think it's actually working out quite well for them.
And we're seeing what pretty much is expected as well down on the bottom lane at the moment. Seb having that favorable matchup. 21 for 0 against the 10 for 1.
He's just creep cutting and pulling it into the jungle, so he's actually farming just a bit more than that Brewmaster. I like that Jarex instantly reacted and just went top. And let's see what they can do with this. They've got a triple wave coming under here too, so Ame might struggle a bit to get these last hits if OG plays aggressive, which they are immediately.
FY pops the shards out. Anna looking to get himself straight on top of Ame. Jarex is there with the tether onto Anna. Notel in trouble as the 3 of PSG LGD focus down the chain and take the kill. Now with the snowball, they head over to Jarex as Anna. Jarex, they're potentially in trouble. The Fairy Fire from Jarex, healing Anna up a little bit. Jarex trying to look for the body blocks. The nuke damage from Ame, not enough to kill off the PL as Jarex with the tether gets himself out as well. But mid indeed, Somnus diving in Thompson. He's got the cold snap. The tower heading into Somnus as well, but Somnus gets the final touch, gets the kill. He has got a Fairy Fire and stick charges as well if needed. He doesn't even need to. The Tango regen enough as Somnus gets the solo kill. Whoa! Woo! He's got his sunglasses on today.
Just too much pressure coming out up top right now. It's really hurting Thompson's lane. This Bloodseeker's almost level 5 to a level 3 Invoker.
Yeah, Thompson's just really struggling with the CS too.
Yeah.
Playing Blade and the Blood Rage is not enough. I mean, he does like the pause Wex, but really struggling with the early phases in the game.
It's just, he's sitting at like 100 damage or more on the Bloodseeker, not even including the Quelling Blade. So Thompson walks up, actually gets caught by the Blood Right.
He does. He walks into the Blood Right. Now Somnus is just looking to chase him down as, oh no! Thompson making a huge mistake in that middle lane. Top lane, Notel will go down. Xana, they're going to fight back, trying to chase down FY. They get the Satire Tormentor blast. The Spirit Lance as well as FY will fall. OG get a trade up top. But that middle lane indeed at Thompson, it looked like he felt that he could move up the ramp out of the Blood Right in time. But it kicks in, and Somnus in that middle lane, keeping that edge once again against the Thompson Invoker, but this time on the Bloodseeker instead of that Kunkka from earlier.
I feel like I've seen this a few times where the Invokers will struggle a lot for Bloodseeker because he has very little move speed. He has 0 points at Wex, and he has no boots. He's actually looking like he might be going for a kill early, so...
And that's with the Bloodseeker not even having boots yet. The Bloodseeker just has 50 movement speed over you at all times. And I don't know if Thompson can play in this lane. They're just going to go kill him once more instantly as soon as he shows back up. And right away, he doesn't have TP.
Yeah, FY is in for the side. He's got a double damage rune as well. FY is there in underneath the tower, punching down Thompson. Thompson falls once again. Jarex comes in with the tether across. They try to find something to respond, but Jarex, he's in trouble. He will live. They get the kill. FY, he'll go down as well. So OG able to strike back in that middle lane with the rotation, getting the double kill for Notel, but Nova walks in and gets the easiest kill of his life there onto Jarex. As they will find a trade. Chalice as well, looking for this wraparound. He's got level 6, does have Primal Split available. CP back in from Thompson with the Primal Split ready to go. He looks towards Thompson underneath the tower. Thompson, he needs help, but he needs it now. Has he got any way of playing his way out of this one? He's only got points in quasi exhaust, so no escape for Thompson. As the walk around gang from Chalice with that Primal Split successful. It's even more than successful. It's brilliant. Double kill for Chalice. As he just walks over to mid as soon as he hits 6 and gets that playoff.
What a great off-lane player that is. If you try and contest the axe, you're going to get destroyed. So he gets level 6 when the Invoker is level 4. And it's just grueling at this point.
They're taking the tower already too, so they're gonna have access into the enemy jungle. They're gonna have access into OG's jungle, where Thompson is gonna have to go to the jungle to try to catch back up here. He's level 4.
Oh man, a lot of weight is going to be on Seb. He's had this bottom lane, he's got good levels, and he's got decent farm too. He's top of the net worth this game, very close to having the Blink Dagger on top of the Ring of Health. But TPs are heading down. Somnus seeing if we can find the Rupture. Seb, oh, he goes to farm. That's going to give time for Somnus to close the gap, get the Rupture up. He's still pretty beefy, but is he beefy enough? I don't think so. The shards are out, trapping him in. The spin though, the taunt, the Sunstrike. Seb, he gets the dunk off. The snowball save wasn't in time. And JerAx, he's in with the tether. OG, they're turning this one around. They look to run down FI. FI with the snowball. The shards already used. There's no way to escape, or maybe the Jukes. Is it enough? Oh, it is. Seb, he gets fogged. He can't get the dunk off. FI will survive.
Oh, that's his Blink Dagger right there.
But a very neat little play there from Seb, being able to hold his ground. The Sunstrike, the dunk just before FY could get that snowball save up. It almost looked like the Bloodseeker was brought into the snowball, but at the same time getting that dunk off Seb.
He's actually decided to go for the Vanguard instead.
Oh, despite having the money.
Yeah, just wanting to tank up a bit more, I guess.
I mean, as we saw in situations like that where he's getting beaten down by the Bloodseeker, it certainly will add that extra bit of time for JerAx to come in with those sort of plays.
He's still going to get that blink at a very fast time, and they're going to really need him to make plays all around the map, because we already see PL's getting outformed a bit by the Morphling. The Bloodseeker to the Invoker comparison is crazy. And, I mean, Chalice has a blink already, so he's going to be the one making tons of moves around the map, and Sebastian has to match it.
This Bloodseeker is certainly going to become a big issue unless Seb can come in with the plays.
And he's full committed on Exord for now. He is 3 points in, not having any in Wex.
Army has to be careful there. They do have those deep wards down, and he was walking around on 1 HP. So he has to be aware of the Sunstrike potential coming from Thompson. And Seb down bottom. He's getting hunted, but he's out with the TP. Back over towards the shrine. Gives him a tip on the way out as well. So it's better luck next time. As PSG LGD are now in position though to push down on the bottom lane. Chalice not quite got the mana for the Primal Split. He does now with the bottle charges, so he's ready to go, ready to fight if OG do head down bottom. But his top lane, in fact, where Ana and JerAx are placed, and it looks like OG are unlikely to come down to here, at least before Seb has his Blink Dagger finished.
Dire structures.
OG's not able to really set up to push towers too well. And they've got a chance. They want to be able to take some more building advantage versus LGD's lineup, but it's LGD constantly knocking on their buildings.
And they're also under-leveled on the side of OG, really struggling. That Invoker just hit level 6, Chen's still level 4, as is the IO.
So much weight gonna be in this Axe's shoulders. Find play after play around the map to get. The thing is that that's the one thing that they can do, right? If once that Axe gets Blink Dagger, the way to get Thompson back in the game is Sunstrike kills. He has to get the last hits with that Sunstrike.
And it is really quick iron timing from Seb. 9 minutes in, he's going to have the Blink Vanguard done. So he really does have to make something happen with this. If he's unable to do something with this timing, it's going to cost the team a lot. They prioritize giving Seb that safe lane on the bottom, where he's been able to farm up 9 minutes in, Blink and Vanguard. He has to make the plays happen now.
And there's also smoke on the courier, so they can immediately go for that. Let's see what their target is. Brewmaster looks like he's in a pretty good position to break it, just in case. But they're eyeing up maybe in the mid lane.
Top Ana, JerAx heading over the Chalice. He's in, he's ready for the counterplay. Pulse the Primal Split. Ana and JerAx in a lot of trouble as JerAx gets focused down by the Primal Split. They've got the snowball in onto Ana. Back up his inbound. Seb, he's on the side. Can he look for the play? Jumps in, gets the call. The Sunstrike down as well as Ana's back in. They get the dunk off. They'll kill off FY, but now Anna and Seb, they've got to somehow get out of it. Ame into the Axel, manages to punch down Anna. Seb's in trouble too. He looks for another call-off. Can he get the spins? That's the question. JerAx comes in, he's giving him the regen and the spin to Doug. Seb gets a second, he finds the double kill. As JerAx will be fine, and so will Seb. Seb gets sent back by No-Tail, and TP's back in straight away. He wants to keep this fight going. We'll see if he finds another opportunity to get another blink off. Tries to go for X-Nova, but X-Nova just out of range still. The Spirits hitting into him. They'll chase down. Do they have the damage to burst him? The Culling Blade just enough to bring him down, so he gets bursted by the Sunstruck. OG certainly showing signs of being able to utilize this axe to take the fight against PSG LGD.
Some small signs of life. Thompson, thankfully, actually like that. That dunk is great. Sure, he doesn't get the last hit, but it gives it to the Invoker. He needs to get these kills to catch back up in levels in particular. Because the gold wasn't so much that the Invoker got, but it's all about getting levels up on this hero right now.
Yeah, exactly what Seb needed to push his team back in the game. And now Invoker feels comfortable enough to go for that Midas. And another death on the Morphling side too. I'm not exactly sure what he was an axe. He was as axe and then just got obliterated. I don't know if it like ran out by duration, but
yeah, it did look like he didn't shift back into his into Morphling in time. He just Seb caught him off guard, I guess. As we have 2,500 gold on Samus. He hasn't quite picked anything up just yet. Maybe wanting to decide if he wants to be the one that goes for the Radiance. Because I did see Chalice queued up earlier, but I think they're kind of debating who's going to get it at a better timing versus this Phantom Lancer.
yeah, I'm not really sure what Bloodseeker goes for here. Blade Mail is so-so, but I think the axe just causing him all kinds of issues.
That's right. They got the call off. Chalice is going to be fine though. FY's in with the snowball, buying time. As now Chalice looks to turn towards JerAx. JerAx is going to have to re-relocate back out in a second. In fact, they get the call, they get the kill. They get the dunk off onto Chalice, they get the dunk off onto the Nova.
Head up top.
Oh, they're fighting more maybe. JerAx, Hand of God, keeps it safe for now. Somnus is back in, finishing off the kill with Seb. Jumps in.
Ton of damage coming up from Soul Catcher. Save Vibrant here. The Soul is going to be good for setting things up, having another save. Yeah, BKB piercing ability on top of that. Like all these position 5 heroes who give so much more and can play aggressive. He's the most defensive hero in the game. Like, you need to be careful about your positioning. You need to fight around high grounds, somewhere where you place ward, so you can put the tombstone and get the maximum efficiency out of it.
He's a hero that wants to walk in, but he's also very delicate with how you want. Here we are, game 2. Chen Techies immediately banned by...
Well, maybe he wanted to walk in with a style. In the previous game, we saw 2 Windlaces.
5
The double Windlace.
Just buy whatever you can with that hero, because you know you're gonna die. Another Techies ban from Fly the Moon. We're gonna see that more often. I just want to see some higher tier teams, like besides Virtus Pro. I'm wondering if Team Secret, yeah, I'm wondering if like Team Secret is secretly practicing the hero, see what they can do with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Team Death Prophet Alliance actually banning out the Death Prophet.
Remaining.
When I said higher tier teams, I mean Alliance is not a higher tier team. They played against Team Secret, they won, they almost called serious, but I saw them playing, you know, techies, so I want to see someone else also who's very good as a team, see what they can do.
More players and the more team, more tactics and changes in item build. Hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Why are Alliance banning Death Prophet here? Because that's a hero you like to pick up.
5 seconds remaining.
It's also a hero that Fly the Moon loves to play. They also run it as position 5. So if he gets an okay-ish laning stage, they also ran it as their offlaner. In general, played that Prophet 1 or 2 games, did extremely well. This must be so tilting for Fly the Moon. I'm pretty sure they believe that the game was in their hands. They just threw it.
Remaining.
Now Alliance are banning out a lot of these early tempo here. Wanted to come back here in game 2 and a deep. bans as Do you feel like you want to ban Nature's playing it?
Depends what you want to
Turn to ban.
pick, which heroes you want to have. Definitely Alliance loves to play the hero and they play it well. I'm not sure what happened, why did people stop picking Nature's Prophet as their position 1? I still feel like it's very strong. You get Blade Mail, you get... I've seen Nature's Prophet, I believe you and me were casting that game, where Nature's Prophet with like Titanic, AC, full Mjolnir, Blade Mail just stands and can fight. You don't expect that kind of a damage, and he has one of the best...
Radiant team pick.
Not just strength gains, but overall stats gain in the game. Like he's in he's in top 10 for sure. Yeah, and his talents are like made up to be a damage dealer.
Rubik continues this time and get their hands on him. No Rubik Pango duo though. Ember Spirit banned by FTM means no Kotl Ember. That direct. Opening for Alliance. Heroes like Tusk they could go toward. Bane's still out there, of course. G.
5 seconds.
Did they try the Enchant? Yeah, they did against Viking, but they lost that.
Enchantress.
They're gonna go with Enchant. Do they go Eng Earthshaker? They do. Okay, OG.
I mean, you could pick Luna. Rubik always feels great against Earthshaker. There's gonna be some nice spells to steal. You're definitely steal the Fisher, of course.
10 seconds remaining.
So Enchantress blocks a couple of heroes. Like you don't want to pick something like Necro, even though you wouldn't pick him straight away. But Grimstroke. Remove his laning presence. Inkswell dispelled by Enchant.
What about an early like General Batrider?
It's okay. Like you want to have a hero that can fly over the Fisher, blink away anything at the early stage of the game. It's very important to keep yourself alive.
Magic damage. Yeah, we've seen from OG, Earthshaker, Enchantress, lanes, tri-lanes, whatever. Good heroes at kind of floating in fog, waiting in the jungle, lining up
Radiant
couriers,
team ban.
mid lane if you run Batrider, general.
Gary, you're on fire. You don't even need me, man. You're gonna make me lose my job.
Alliances turn to ban.
No, I need you here to give my voice a break. Against Batrider, general a better.
But there's still a couple of options left against the Batrider. It could be a position 5. Said it always on a fly, played it 1 or 2 games.
Remaining.
So Juggernaut still in the pool, Phantom Lancer, even Weaver, even though picking Weaver into Rubik could be a bit tricky. Rubik really loves to play against that hero. Just stealing Shikuchi, cutting the waves, clearing it very fast, setting up the ganks from the invis.
Bat or game where this. Oh right, it was Bat's Disruptor and then. Yeah, with the Batrider, they like these heroes that can keep jumping and keep. Ricky's always a really hard to play against Enchantress and Earth.
Yeah, you don't buy a 4-staff early on. There's no real save. They can't play with each other, and Ricky, very tough kill to get. Like, he's such a strong laner right now.
Dipping pretty deep into. Think about.
Alliances turn to pick.
There goes that. a lot of that S and Y into like Basher, Satanic. Is Battle Fury a dead item again, Lacoste?
It is. It just feels like it.
10 seconds.
Assassins not buying it. Trolls, thank God they
5
moved away
seconds
from it.
remaining.
So either Maelstrom, Status Resistance, Mask of Madness, even earlier Basher pickups I've quite a few times already. Like, do you just get Luna here? It might be tough one. Luna and then a lane against Rubik and Batrider. So they're not showing their hand yet. They're just, you know, we're gonna have the spell against the Batrider.
That might again get Batrider to go more into.
Ten seconds remaining.
Both these two heroes for FT very
5
well, clearing out
seconds
waves,
remaining.
defending tower. Don't really that well them.
Yeah. It could be a good Clockwork game for Flight of Moon. Earthshaker and Chantress, they really hate to play into this hero.
And a clock bat lane is real nasty to have. Cogs into the trapped inside, burning alive. But also gives them good jump and catch to. Since Pipe hasn't been that popular, I guess when there's Bat Rubik on the field, it's probably going to be feeling like a Pipe anyway.
Nope.
Still no.
It just feels too costly. Sometimes
Alliances
it's all it takes.
Undying waits.
Are you serious? Like 4 games of Undying? So that means Batrider will be position 3 here. They even have Legion Commander. Press the attack, extra attack speed. The question is, which carry do you want to get?
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, they could get Weaver once again.
5 seconds remaining.
And I really love Undying. Back on the old same standby.
I guess you pick one of those, like Phantom Lancer, Weaver, Jug. Even Lifestealer. He's okay, has attack speed. They have only Lasso that goes through, but Legion Commander with the Dispel should be able to take care of that.
Radiant.
Maybe they're
team
considering picking Limp's hero. Queen of Pain again. Go baby until the very end.
Queen of Pain was exclusively picked as a 9-10 pick like a month ago, but now people are not afraid to pick it anymore. They know it's gonna be mostly banned out in the second or the last banning stage.
5 seconds remaining.
We're seeing more and more of these mid laners like hit level. Make that first TP road. Queen of Pain, Puck, 2 of the better ones.
Alliance.
Your safe lane, get a couple of. For FTM, one of the special heroes. About, you know, dual Queen of Pain, Magic Nuke. Life as backup.
They need to ban out Phantom Lancer for Flight of Moon. It's just such a great Phantom Lancer game against the Tombstone.
10
There's no
seconds
burst
remaining.
damage. Mana burn against the Raid King. The spell in the lane against the Batrider,
5
against the
seconds
Fate
remaining.
Bolt.
Radiant team back.
It's a must-have. So they ban out Kanka. They're preparing for Phantom Lancer, but it's a 99% that Phantom Lancer is just be banned out.
What's the replacement for P?
It's a good
Still
question.
want that weave. Kind of feeling Storm for.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you
Vice
could go.
versa.
Yeah, they're very limited on the
5
catch.
seconds
Earthshaker
remaining.
dual. You can still be able to zip in and zip out.
Radiant team pick.
Ban PL. Maybe they feel like Wraith King Radiance is talent where
They can also go for Puck. Either Puck or Storm feels fine against Co-op.
10
Shadow
seconds
Feed.
remaining.
the Iceberg SF again.
It's very greedy.
5 seconds remaining.
Again, it leaves them locked.
Alliances turn to pick.
Templar Assassin.
Gives them Roche taking his Radiant side.
What you can do is put Monkey King on the mid lane and Queen of Pain on the side lane and have Monkey against Templar Assassin, or you can just pick Phantom Lancer here.
10 seconds remaining.
They also have no
5
reserve
seconds
time,
remaining.
only 8 seconds.
Phantoms
Choose
and
Yeah,
your
you've been
hero.
calling for that for half the draft, and it comes out in the final pick.
It's still a very nice Phantom Lancer game. Like it, you look at all these heroes. Who's the strongest hero here? It is Phantom Lancer.
The limited ways they've got of catching Queen of Pain, the Legion Commander.
You also have a Fissure, so 2 ways of stopping that. You don't lose the bottom lane. Phantom Lancer and Enchantress should be fine. Also, you can leave Legion Commander solo for a bit, roam around with Earthshaker either to the bottom lane or to the mid lane. So yeah, I'm liking Alliance's draft way more. Also, we're gonna
And the
make our
Legion
boy
pick
Undying go 4-0-0-4 today, sorry.
Like, the Legion pick also means you can't even, like, 1v1 the bat and go aggro try, right? You can't Undying Wraith King Rubik because Bat Rider one.
Yeah, it's also an option for Alliance. They can put Legion Commander against the Bat. And, or you can just have Phantom Lancer, so Bat Rider's not gonna have a great time. There's 2 heroes who can dispel it.
If he just relegates himself to, like, cutting waves or something. But here we have it, game 2. Alliance up against Fly to Moon and 3. Yes. Chantress up the top lane,
Prepare for battle.
following him. Afterwards, with Limp Queen of Pain mid. Legion Commander down bottom. And though Aloha Dance, Rubik, General, Bat Rider. And up to top with a for Iceberg mid. Great things from kind of skill matchups mid lane. Always want to fly V-Tune. Wraith King, the 2 skeleton boys and bottom lane. See if they can raise hell or raise the dead.
I'll help my weak and puny
Rough game.
allies where I can.
Like, imagine your morale, right? Game 1, you have a PL and it feels like you're about to win the game because of the PL. And now game 2, you're against the PL in the same kind of scenario where you know you need to shut him down and make sure.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, that should be, you know, morale devastating. Very nice block, always on a fly. Legion Commander coming from a side. Half HP,
HP.
already gone.
That's bounty runes down bottom for Alliance, unless always want to fly can click a little quicker. FNG low hideouts top. Dying does grab one down there. Looks like it might just be the 2 for
Nico baby pinging the tower. FNG, come here, it's extra region.
Give me that HP. Yay. Wave under her tower, meld level 1, dodges the first Shadow Strike. Interested to see if Limp brings out Send.
Well, someone needs to buy sentries for him, definitely. He's not gonna use the gold to buy him for himself. Undying
What a nice...
and Raid King, sorry Gary, from the same race in lore.
I have... I mean, they're both humans, right? Oh god. First blood for the Bat Rider on the Enchantress.
Has been killed.
For the Rubik even.
He's gonna deny himself the Roche. Bought everything. Max.
Annihilated. I think Wraith King and Undying were both humans. Incarnated, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. They're both human.
If I wanted to make stuff up, I would just make it myself. I'm pretty good at it. Like, I just wanted some facts, you know. 16 decay charges on the bottom lane. Legion Commander sitting at 500 HP.
One Vampiric Aura, no stuns just yet. Maybe they could play a little aggressively. 3 for Limp mid lane. A little ahead. Templar Assassin, but now out come the Sentry, so Shadow Strikes will always land. Oh, S4 getting stunned bottom lane. Another Soul Rip and the Decay, but that Pressy attack with the pretty full wand round in the lane. Hanskin's going to try and drag that wave back as well. Get him to level 2. Farm under the...
Mid lane, so far so good. For Limp, he might get a kill here. No blink, but...
Ready for the... Limp made that jump.
Just needs one CS. Mango, blink in. Nope. Still afraid.
Top lane, Baby being burnt to a crisp. Body blocks from Aloha down. It's a general there. Apparently this dual lane is working out for them. Enchantress not really able to get too much done.
I want to see what Enchantress gets on level 2. I don't feel like they can kill them that much. They already have a significant advantage in this lane, so maybe you just get nature attendants and go for more defensive build.
Hanskin with that Fisher. They take down Iceberg mid.
Very nice play from Hanskin.
Then holding a point.
He drags the creep wave closer to S4 so he can farm near the tower and rotates to the mid lane.
FNG get the kill. No, Aloha Dance fast enough with the boots and the windlace. Satyr of FNG. And by General now. Death of Aloha Dance in the creep camps.
Aloha Dance, the hero that spent 50 seconds being dead in a 4-minute game. That's still worth it for him.
General with bottle and raindrops up. PA is getting handled mid now though. 26-14 Limp's Queen of Pain. That is annihilation, look at it. What is that, 40 CS against 13? Again. Doesn't quite block her on that side. Arcane Rune toying with it. Now Undying has to keep coming back and trace this Hanskin Earth. Or left alone down bottom, has regen coming out on.
This is what you want to do. Just force people out of the bottom lane. Like with your aggressor rotation, it means that they need to make counterplay to that. But on the top lane, that's the lane that's going well for them in terms of like kills. But if you check the CS department, 27-8 against 17 on Bat Rider. Nico Baby's already level 5.
Yeah, FNG is giving him so much solar. Now, potentially looking for that lamp into Stomp. Quite landed as they would have wanted. Out of there, but that's Firefly now down. General lack. Templar Assassin is jungling full time. Get Fishered mid lane. Limp looking for first kill. 1-0-1 now.
Much better game from Limp already. He even put an extra point in Shadow Strike, so 3-1-1-1 build. Just you know, to force Templar Assassin out. And this was Templar Assassin 10th pick. I feel like Fly the Moon, they don't utilize the 10th pick that well. We saw that game 3-4 days ago when they had Lina 10th pick, which got demolished. Like, she won the lane, but after that it's just a Lina pick. Limp needs to blink out. Oh, a regen rune, very nice. He blink, he pings it. Like Ice Frog smiling on me today.
Without consequence.
Exactly what was. And they get a D ward. Hanskin removes that observer ward. Very nice. Yeah, you're right. It really does feel like Iceberg makes these decisions for his team, saying, "Hey, I want this hero. I'm going to win my lane. I'm going to do well." And yes, it's confident. It doesn't pay off, then you. Alt is. I think for alliances here, they've got pretty good heroes at chasing TA when she is jungling. Oh, General top. Out there. Fireflies over the trees. But yeah, between Earthshaker, Enchantress, and Queen of Pain, they're going to be hunting this TA. Stop. Like, Hanskin scouts her out. Hello. I'm going to stop your stack. I'm going to piss you off. I'm going to chase you down. Aloha Dance now is having to stack for the TA.
It's still stacked.
It's still.
I don't know how it's stacked. That Wolf was inside. Very interesting. I don't know, must have something to do with the Fisher. This rotation from Earthshaker created so much space for Alliance. Bottom lane, you can't just kill Legion Commander with Rating who has a level 1 stun. There were 3 heroes at mid. From one point, Loveden's gonna die once again.
Yeah, so this is the thing, right? It's not just a TA being forced out of lane, but now you're putting more resources in trying to get the TA to catch up. So TA is behind and trying to farm jungle. Aloha Dance is trying to defend the TA who's behind. And then Batrider for General is also not having the best of laning stages, even with a couple of kills to his name. Ooh, his farm rate, exceptional. And now FNG is just up on his high ground, so TA is forced to go back down to the bottom right half.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Probably says, guys, I misclicked. Instead of using it on Phantom Lancer, I used it on myself, so sorry about that one. But to be honest, I think it's much, much better if he has it. Like, he has enough mana sustain with Sage Mask and that Royal Jelly. Not... Yeah, so my point was that he doesn't need to buy any items. He can just rush a Blink Dagger after this. You buy a Tome to get yourself levels and straight into Blink Dagger. Also another Queen of Pain Arcane Rune.
Good for Limp. And Nico Baby's got free reign of top lane. He's got a lot of damage to this tier 1. Can catapult in a minute's time, be able to clear it up if he's able to keep the same lane equilibrium. And FNG backstabbing. Bounty rune off the shovel. General with Aloha Dance. Nice little net there from the Dark Troll, but dragged back into the Firefly. FNG does give his life. And loses his courier.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So now, what do you think about the couriers? Are you fine with so many couriers dying?
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with it.
If we go back and have 1 courier per team, like, how would that affect the game? It would be, imagine the builds, like you buy 9 tangos and 2 flasks, 2 branches,
exactly.
and that on the lane.
Limp diving in. There's a good lineup for a Sonic Wave there, and he's going to catch both supports. Loses his courier, and S4 having to bail out now. It looks like a turnaround for FTM on the cards. Gonna fly, another decay. Don't have any stuns in range if Wraith King can just get there, but the blink out in time. Nico Baby's died solo to Batrider though?
That's very interesting.
10-1 charges.
Huh. I was watching the mid lane, did not see what happened there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Good little group up from FTM, guarding the farm they need for their TA and Wraith King.
Radiant's bottom tower.
A lot of resources they expend for it, but
Dire's top tower
don't end up losing anybody. And General finding that solo kill.
Radiant's middle tower
Gets him boots of travels. Lane, first duel.
Easy
Victory
win.
there for S4. says thank you very much. Them setting that up for me, and the tier 1 gonna get grabbed by the catapult. Right, they're going for S4. No lasso though.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And that catapult wave arriving top lane means Nico baby. Another good. But Wraith King drag the wave around.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bender for now.
He's so close to Relic. It's gonna be a very nice timing on the Radiance. Didn't die a single time. Didn't score a single kill. 0 assists. It's one of the classic VTune games.
100 CS. Happy. Templar Assassin, you know, 4.1k net worth. She's looking that bad. Only 600 behind the Queen of Pain after a real demoralizing laning stage. FNG. A lot of damage bot. General Force. Hey. Them also TPing down to Outpost was looking for a kill down here.
Batrider gets the best item he could hope for. Faded Brooch. Some mana, extra move speed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I want to see his move speed when he uses Firefly. With Boots of Travel, Wind Lace, and Faded Brooch.
Dire's top
Movement
tower
speed bonus is
falling.
percentage-based damage, so any percentage bonus-based damage right now feels very good.
Damage. Man, speaking. Oh, well, hang on a sec. Start playing Nico, baby. Nice echo from Hansken. Takes out Aloha Dance, and VTune level 1 reincarnation is going to get popped, so they rotate more in. FNG is here with S4 for another duel victory. Yeah, here we go. Body blocked up, and VTune gets caught out. He's got a lot of damage with the big crits, but S4 does finish it. And that's Blink Dagger for Hansken, 13 minutes. Alliance, that again, another big, swift, decisive move.
He has too good timing on that Blink Dagger. Like 13 minutes in, now you have no Echo Slam, so you're like, man, this Blink Dagger is really not that great.
Yeah, he uses Echo to get Blink.
I'm just kidding, it's it's that good. 13 minutes in, Tranquil Stick, Sage Mask.
Yeah, it's Spirit Breaker. Where is this boy? Where is the speedy mad cow? I kind of miss him. Movement
Radiant's
speed.
bottom tower is under attack.
Do we want to fall back to that? Spirit Breaker, position 4 or 5? I don't think so.
5, yeah. I think Kuro played it a couple of times in the past few weeks,
Yes,
and it didn't
I
look
was
very
casting
good.
that game where he was charging into 5 players of, who was it? OGA, I believe.
I think it was. Always on a fly drops his level 1 tombstone.
Is under attack.
Does force Alliance back up onto the high ground in this Radiant jungle where Hansken gets a 2-man Fisher. FNG's isolated and left alone though. Coming out, always on a fly, can't buy himself enough time, and Nico baby, that Diffusal Blade, it's here. Alliance hitting a really swift timing now. As Queen of Pain has a mech. Okay. Duel in. 3 heroes, all on top of Iceberg's Templar Assassin. Tremendously well to the net worth she has now, but still without Desolator. Struggling to contend with the damage output of Alliance.
Remember when Fada was building mech on any hero mid? Dragonite mech?
SF, Evoker, Queen of Pain.
What does he want to dispel?
Razor.
Fade Bolt? Sticking up palm charges? Slow from Wraithfire's Blast?
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
he's going Grieve. So he went
Yeah.
Shreds and into Grieve. They're just trying to hit a timing faster.
I believe so. I mean, that's the only thing when you buy mech. What is Legion building? That's a Blink Dagger, I believe? Or just a Broadsword?
Blink Dagger coming up.
There's too many couriers flying, I can't pick the correct one.
As Blink arriving right now. Bat Rider, Boots of Travel, 60 saved up. Way to a Blink Dagger. both of the Radiant supports really are now stuck trying to defend the Templar Assassin. And when you're stuck trying to defend your TA, you're open to getting jumped by the Legion Queen of Pain.
No damage.
For win. Off. There's so much space for Nico Baby now, you know, full push on that bot lane with a catapult wave. FNG is scouting in behind for any couriers or any observer wards that area.
Dire's top tower
Four.
is under attack.
Top. Tier 2.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
General are both up there. I mean, V2 now has Radiance done. Deliver that recipe out to himself. Alliance are kind of nudging themselves towards another attempted kill on Iceberg. General scouted out by Nico Baby.
They know which one is real.
Being back in, but Hanskin's there with a two-man blink echo off the back of that Fisher, and Nico Baby focusing on dying, but he's being lifted up, dragged back in, and there's the Randy onto the Wraith King, focusing the Phantom Lantern, and they've got the TA. That press the attack wasn't enough. The blink.
S4.
Deary me.
He died in 2 hits. Meld strike with Deso, plus a hit from Wraith King.
10 bonus damage for V2, and he says thank you very much. Queen of Pain, she popped the mech, but no Alliance, they felt much stronger. Not expecting that Radiance to come out from Wraith King, and suddenly everyone from FTM in the middle of the fight.
Now that mech is not gonna feel so great. Like, it's still a decent item. Like, gives you 4 attributes, some extra armor against the Wraith King, and Templar Assassin's Meld plus Deso, which is always gonna be great. They're using a scan, just checking things out, if they're doing Roche or not.
PL, with all that space he'd been given, feeling monumentally strong. Yeah, he's moving towards the Sand and Yasha. Look at FTM, all
Nico Baby is very farmed, but he like can't fight right now. They feel so strong. Oh, stolen overwhelming odds against PL and the illusions. That's very good.
Telekinesis back. Batrider, does he have blink? General? No. It's coming out of Courier, I think. We should still have the lasso there. And Limp doesn't leave his Phantom Lancer. Alliance bleeding out. The press the attack will get Hanskin out for a couple of seconds longer, but the Skellies are chasing. V-Tune wants another stun, and he's going to keep cancelling that blink away with the Radiance Burn and the Flame Break to finish him off. FTM, 4 heroes group up down bottom. You know, Iceberg now gets free farm top to shove that way, lane another couple of waves.
Fly the Moon are in control of this game, even though there's a slight gold lead for Alliance. Next fight they take, kill 1 or 2 heroes. They could easily just get the Roche from that. Lifesteal aura is enough, plus Deso. And Wraith King is getting levels. Like, he died only 1 time on the top lane. Against PL, any kind of mana burn, you want to get yourself to level 20. No reincarnation mana cost.
Wraith King dance. What's he got? Is that blink dagger coming? Deso blink before 20 minutes, which honestly is a bit of a surprise for me, but in comes Alliance, ready with a blink duel, but not ready for the blink out of Iceberg. Couldn't quite get that duel in.
Do they even get that kill? Refraction was ready? I don't think they would.
PL was there, so maybe. Definitely gonna
I did not see PL. If PL was there, they're getting that kill. I just saw S4 and 2 supports.
They've caught Limp with a lasso. In comes Iceberg, and they make that blink dagger pay for itself pretty much with that kill. They could think about Roshan straight off the back of this with a DD spawning bottom lane. They take the tier 1 mid. Iceberg grabs the DD. A fight brewing near the Roshan pit though, with a duel on the Batrider. General slain here by Alliance. FNG pops the heal, gets back up onto high ground thanks to the press the attack. 5 seconds for the Queen of Pain to come back, and Nico Baby, he's chasing, he wants more. He's tasted blood in the water, and he's going to get the Undying. Oh, good blink from S4, gets away from Iceberg's TA. As Aloha Dance being destroyed by the PL illusions. They want the bigger target, they want Iceberg, because he's got no more refraction, and he's just being shredded now. Phantom Lance has found it.
What are they doing? You
What's the
need to
Lohan's
stay
doing?
around
Oh, he's got
the Wraith King. You just lost 3 heroes after killing 1. 4 heroes, actually.
Oh, two cores, TA Wraith King taking tier 1 and a DD spawning bottom lane. The rest of them could have just, waited, not got involved. Then Roshan would be belonging to FTM, but as it stands, Alliance are in the pit. Slowly but surely taking it. The blink in, catching a low hard dance with Limp and Hansken. Closing the gap very quickly. Has to jump again. The duel, this time always want to fly, is going to give the bonus damage over to F4. FTM are crumbling, Lacoste.
Which 4 letters do you think I'm thinking of right now, Gary? Read my mind. It starts with T.
GGWP.
No, I like the way you think, but it's tilt.
It is a little bit tilting, isn't it? But that's the thing, the morale, the mind game. In game 1, and now knowing that Phantom Lancer here in this game 2 is going to be a rough hero to match up against. Even though V2 is having an exceptionally good game. Looking at that Mjolnir. Not to go for the Shadow Blade.
He can't afford to go for Shadow Blade. Like, your mana is very limited. You might try to surprise someone in the back lines with it, and that's it. Like, you're not gonna use it twice against the Phantom Lancer. Also, you wanna be able to prepare yourself for the later stages of the game if it comes to that. And Mjolnir is that item against the PL and the illusion, some extra attack speed.
Queen of Pain has finished her second set of boots. Now she can step on people with both of her feet.
What do you think hurts more? Stepping on your little toe on the foot by Guardian Greaves or Power Treads? The Power Treads, they look like they have spikes underneath. I don't know.
Nice dispel from S4. And the 3-man echo from Hansken. Oh, down goes Aloha Dance, and they're going to chase on with a dual Templar Assassin. Is it going to be bonus damage? Not quite. But S4 still able to take down the TA. Hansken really on the money there with that counter initiation. Beautiful stuff from Alliance, setting up fight after fight. And you can feel the desperation of FTM. They look for that kill. They think, we can kill the Queen of Pain. But Alliance are there, ready with that buddy system, backing each other up one by one.
Queen of Pain has 2,200 HP when Power Treads are on strength. Plus, if you count in Magic Wand, Guardian Greaves heal, that's like 2.5k.
Pretty massive. But yeah, I think Greaves definitely the more painful one, right? Greaves are like metal, spiky, filled-in boots. Treads just look like sandals. They're little sandals with socks.
You might be correct this time, Gary.
Power Treads are Crocs. That's what they are. Power Crocs. Hey Valve, next TI, whenever it happens. The secret shop. I know they've sold Power Tread socks before. They've sold Faceless Void underpants.
Lacroix. Lacroix.
Yeah. Ooh, some Lacoste branded Crocs. Lacroix? Hell yeah, I'm down. I'd pay 35 euros for those.
How did you get that number? Like 35?
Because 40 is too much, and they wouldn't be able to sell it for 30.
Can't argue with your logic.
Or a little bit too far forward. Just a little bit lost, browsing the shop for his Lacroix. Estimating that Wraith King's going to go farm their triangle. Yay. Going down bottom lane in a second. Lots of pings from Alliance as they kill. Always want to fly top lane, but they're hunting Wraith King, the bigger target. Spam pings coming out right now from S4. Wraith King gets a couple of hits onto Enchantress. FNG does get blown up.
FNG being tipped. This is why don't you go high ground with no vision in Dota.
As an Enchantress. Berg working on that BKB. Go baby, Aegis in hand for another minute and 10 seconds?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
My Roche clock is still bugged, by the way. Like, Roshan may respawn in : is all normal text size, and
In
then
a
my
minute.
I can see it, I just have to, like, use a microscope to
Bottom
look.
tower is under attack.
I'll use the one when you go to the bathroom to check it out.
Yep. I need more than a microscope, Lacoste. I need the Large Hadron Collider.
The Legion Commander with Blink Dagger and Blade Mail. It's gonna be a lot of return damage. Like S4, he's not afraid to jump in and just duel people. He knows there's gonna be people backing him up. Guardian Greaves, Sonic Wave pushback from Queen of Pain.
Blink Echo from Hanskin.
Sometimes just a Fissure is enough.
We're seeing Nico, baby, following your advice. No Shadow Blade, no Butterfly. Please.
That's how you win a game with Phantom Lancer. Getting Abyssal Blade, you instantly clear one target.
Goal. Clear up the T8. Possible. BKB purchased. The FTM haven't really made any moves for the past 6 or 7 minutes. This smoke up, their first one in a long time. Oh. Jungle. Alliance one about mid and top lane. Nico, baby, without that Aegis, gonna be that front liner. Glimpse of FTM coming into his jungle. Forward, smoke's about to pop. FTM, there's the Rubik, catching a glimpse of the PL, who doppelgangers forward aggressively onto the TA. In comes the Sonic Wave onto 4 heroes with a lasso, taking out S4. No duel, no press the attack. So Legion is gone and Limp has to blink back. Alliance retreat to their high ground. They still have Blink Echo Slam. 3 seconds for Blink to come off cooldown now. Waiting for FTM to break that ramp and come up high ground. But they don't fall for the trap.
Raid King is level 20, so he does not care. Now he can go and do whatever he wants. Doesn't care about his mana being burned by Phantom Lancer. It was a good bait from Fly the Moon. You could see that Alliance definitely didn't expect to be a full squad there. Nico Baby with the Doppelganger just using it straight away. Fly the Moon, they have no vision on the enemy side of the map. Like, their vision right now is very limited. I see one observer ward on their high ground hill. Second one and third one was just placed in the mid lane. So very defensive. Roche may respawn in a minute.
Both teams going to be eyeing that up.
For the next fight, Queen of Pain will have Quickening Charm and Arcane Rune in the bottle.
Have a telescope as well.
Yes, and the cooldown. So, what's the cooldown on the Blink? 4.7 seconds. Sonic Wave, minute and a half.
All Fireflies, but that's a Nico Baby, Abyssal Blade, Fissure, and Sonic Wave. Aloha still alive. Essence there to buy a bit of time as Nico Baby gets the press the attack, and now Doppelganger back with a Blink Echo Slam. Hanskin, he doesn't really get a great jump there. I suppose BKB now making short work of the Earthshaker as the Tombstone Zombies causing havoc for Limp and S4. They need to get out of here. There's no real way for S4 to escape. He's being slowed down and chased by so many little undead bastards.
Always on the fly.
2 heroes down.
With the double kill. Was a nicely placed Tombstone. Alliance needs to be more careful about those aggressive jumps. Raid King doesn't care. You know, about his mana being burned, he still deals ton of damage. Roche responds in 40 seconds. That's a lot of damage on Quap.
Dear Lord. Nico Baby is in here. The rest of FTM trying to scramble to help V-Tune, who's still alive. The final Lance will. And one time, but Batrider has walked in. Yes, Save Your Buddy Syndrome, General, slain. Very sad trombone. They do get V-Tune out of there, and of course, Iceberg was farming halfway across the map. 2.
Aloha Dance is gonna die.
do find him, and now the chase in for more. The gap close from Alliance, so potent, blinking and Phantom rushing forward for the 2 support kills. And now Roshan is open for them as he respawns now.
Career will scout it out. Shiva's guard. It was unintentional. Did they even check it? I don't think they did.
I don't think they saw it, no. I think Courier was just a little bit out of range.
FNG will do his job. Pings. Ping, 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 ping. Better come back into the Roche, but he misclick.
Go scout, please. Alliance more focused on these objectives. Lane cleared out by V-Tune. Put down. Top lane slowly but surely chipping away at that tower. It's racing, walking straight into the middle of 5 Alliance heroes, killing off a Centaur, dealing with PL illusions. He does have reincarnation and plenty of 1 charges. The slow but sure death coming out from him as now always on a fly. Glimmercape back out. But Nico Baby not getting that immediate jump and kill that they would have liked. General could also be thinking here about a Blink Lasso, but instead blinks back to his tier 3.
Left with a very interesting build this game. Cooldown reduction, AoE Shadow Strike is a must-have once you hit level 20, and Shiva's Guard. So he wants to be able to blink in and out, just slowing them down. Has Octarine queued up.
Arcane Rune top as well, look at that. So yeah, so his, oh, Go Baby thought about taking it. Limp is like, nah, mate, man. The Queen of Pain is just the havoc creator. Bouncing in and out of fights. Oh, the Dire scan. They know that FTM are coming. They know they've smoked up and they're making a move towards the pit. Rider.
Full butterfly on V-Tune.
Definitely hitting his stride now. Or get to the front. Jump, but Wraith King just not a target you really want to be going and very scary right now. Way for Alliance to backstab and catch those supports again. That's what they're looking for right now. Chipping away at V-Tune. Continues just to stand his ground. Fisher will try and block him out, but there's the jump. They find the Blink Duel and Limp catching out the Undying. A little bit of time there. V-Tune continues to stand his ground and a good lasso onto the Queen of Pain. There's nothing to save her up, but she breaks out just a iceberg. Nothing he can do.
Blink Echo's ready.
Where is Hansken? Lining it up. He's thinking about it. They're going to fall back to their own ramps. They know that they've got a couple of nice kills there, forcing a buyback. Dragged into FTM's lineup, but again, the Fisher from Hansken. Zoning out this team fight, giving FNG some space. The backstab coming in, yet again, finding Iceberg. The fight has been split so perfectly by this Earthshaker of Hansken, dragging them around with Nico Baby and Lip. The maneuverability of the Queen of Pain and Phantom Lance are causing all kinds of problems. Well, V-Tune is still just walking around.
Man, what a play from Alliance. They don't want to kill him, they just ignore him. You see, and kill the rest. Now that he's alone, try to go for him. Queen of Pain using multiple Shadow Strikes, still ignoring him.
He's so slow, he's just being kited every step of the way. Shiva's Guard, Shadow Strikes, and Chant. Everywhere V-Tune goes, I don't know, he's like a sloth. He's just crawling around.
Regeneration.
Oh, Limp picks up regeneration, but it gets cancelled by a trap.
Iceberg, even though he's done a great job catching up in this game, he's just unable to stick on a target and find the pick-off he wants. He needs General to get a good Blink Lasso. But speaking of General, he's blinked and he's forced out the way. There's the Abyssal Blade. Nico Baby finding Aloha Dance, who doesn't have an escape mechanism. And V-Tune, well, he's in the middle of 5 again. Okay, yeah, you're tanky, you're annoying. You're going to slowly but surely die. The rest of FTM needs to find a way into this fight.
He can't use stun, he has 0 mana. He didn't use it for the last 5 minutes.
They're gonna kill him twice now, and there's Hansken with a Blink Echo to seal the deal. Iceberg, BKBs, now he's gotta run. Back to your fountain. get out of here. This isn't where you belong. Undying, he's been scouted. The reveal is there from Alliance. And this is FTM now just being picked apart little by little.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Alliance don't even need to go for Roshan right now. They can go straight up to high ground. Maybe even just force the buyback of Wraith King.
There's enough damage. Helm of the Dominator plus Alpha Wolf.
Wraith King not even buying back. Double catapult's going to work on the buildings.
He's saving it for game
General-
3. Oh wait, there isn't a game 3 because they threw the first one.
Giappa. Melee racks into Roche. General is nowhere to be seen. He's collecting bounty runes. And Lacoste, what just spawned? What is that blue rune?
And it's called double damage. That's gonna help them a lot. With Roche. Queen of Pain, she does not have mana. Like, she's been sitting on a very, very low mana for quite some time.
Easy Roshan. S4 thinking maybe there's some bounty runes for him. Find nobody.
Even more slow.
Does Iceberg go for this creep? No.
God. Eye of Scotty, AoE Shadow Strike, and the Shiva's Guard.
Pretty nasty. FNG stacking Ancients for himself. Malvolve and a Centaur. Go Baby's found a Lone Dance. Right, tier 4 items. What are we looking at?
Oh, Spell Prism. Give that the Queen of Pain. Like, she'll
No
gladly
way.
have it. It's just upgraded Quickening Charm.
No way does she get a Spell Prism. He's
Timeless Relic.
Relic. Oh, got a lasso. They found Hanskin. Dragged back in, and Wraith King takes him down.
Yeah, I believe you just keep Spell Prism for cooldown reduction on Queen of Pain and give the rest to Earthshaker. Timeless Relic, extra stun duration on any of the spells is just really that great.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Radiant side, Illusionist's Cape on Wraith King, so he's going to have that with the Radiant's very nice. Minotaur Horn could be picked up by the TA, but right now she's holding the Havoc Hammer.
Dire's top tower
In the
is under
backpack.
attack. Dire's structures
Orb
are
of Destruction up. Top lane pretty quickly.
Dire's top tower is
Now you can home.
Iceberg, very close to Divine Rapier. He's manning up. He's had enough this game. I want to do something. I want to deal some damage.
Want to play Dota 2. Boss like though. 2.5 minutes on Aegis still. Whereas mid, Limp is bottom. They want to try and connect in towards FNG. It's a Wraith King illusion mid lane, so they walk straight past it. Dire Observer Ward spots a Wraith King illusion bottom. Yeah, I was going to say Enchantress just enchanted up. Take that illusion. General looking for a backstab, but there's no back to stab. It is just FNG down here. He is front and back. Wraith King in the trees off his Radiance. Okay, General's going to go for a bit of a cut on the creep wave, but not getting a lot done as mid lane. They get the Blink Echo in again onto these two heroes. Iceberg dead for 2 minutes. Undying. Dumpstered by S4 as well. And an Arcane Rune in the bottle for Limp. Are you serious? Just no cooldowns on spells. Basically just has Refresher Orb all the time. Tier 4 is being pummeled now by Alliance. Going to close this one out 2-0. 3 versus 5, not really a great chance for them.
It's a 2-second Shadow Strike and she didn't even finish off the Reinforce.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Well, that's why she's got no bloody mana. B2
Just ignore this melee creep. 23,000 net worth melee creep.
Jeez Louise. First life gone, second life getting Abyssal Bladed dueled, and the Blade Mail return damage from S4. Limp wants to try and steal it with a scream or something, but that BKB is still going for V-Tune. Finally he's dead for a minute and a half, and GG is called. Alliance take the series 2-0. It looked like it was going to be much, much closer, but a devastating Halo in Game 1 to FTM for sure, making a massive impact on this series.
From OG.
How many chickens have died in this spot?
Got to be careful. Looks like Xnova's not going to be patient enough. The courier's starting to move up, but he's headed away from that mid lane as he'll look towards the top, as it seems, to join forces with FY and Arme, making sure that the Morphling can find the farm against Anna's PL in this safe lane. At the same time, TP up from Jax to join in, tethers across to Anna. And this mid lane, this will certainly be the one to watch. We saw Thompson Invoker already once here in this grand finals, and it did not have a good time. But top lane, the shards from FY out, trapping up Jax and Notel, but Jax has got the regen. Penitence from Notel onto FY will force back the Tusk. But this mid lane matchup, should this go better for Thompson than it did when he played against Somnus' Kunk?
Yeah, there's no way for him to kill the Fort Spear super easily, so he can actually use it this time. And I mean, he shouldn't get destroyed like last time.
It's really got to be dependent on the side lanes, right? Like if those side lanes start dropping low as soon as this Bloodseeker hits level 3, that's when you can start getting ran down very easily as an Invoker. Even if you have your Fort Spirits and everything up, it's very difficult because that movement speed that you have. You have 282, and this Bloodseeker is going to be moving, for the most part, above 320 in this laning phase. I am a bit concerned for Thompson, but he has to be able to work really well around this Fort Spirit.
Already these early levels, Somnus playing the lane perfectly in its aggression. 8 for 3 against the 3 for 1 on these early levels in that mid 1v1 matchup.
They've got Jarex low already. Xnova though.
Jarex sort of paying them in. Xnova's got the fairy fire. Jarex, he will fall, but not before they get the kill on Xnova himself. FY also potentially in trouble. Anna comes across. FY does still have a snowball. Potentially unlikely to save him as Anna. Surely wants to still chase, and indeed rushes forward. There's Jarex with the tether. He's got the snowball to dodge the Spirit Lance at least, but FY very low. Actually gets taken down there. All right, the blast from Notel's Satire Tormentor. So OG getting themselves a second kill up top.
But all those creeps out of the tower with no one farming, they actually have a double wave on the side of OG going into LGD's tower. So yeah, they lost